I mean, it's it's definitely still a good game, assuming that they haven't destroyed it with the newest
Oh,
update.
Destiny is 100% a good game. I got so bored of it.
Yeah,
I'm so I just
you experienced burnout because it was like the only game you played besides Monster Hunter.
yeah, and I unlike you, I can't. It's like once I'm done with the game, it's like I'm done. I can't go back. I
Okay,
just
uh, game looks slightly better.
ooh
I think. I'm not sure if it's
no,
just the shading.
it certainly looks better.
What game
It
is Rachel
looks
talking about? She's talking about Destiny, but also just in general other games. Like, if she plays a game a lot, she'll just get bored of it and then not want to play it forever.
yeah. The only game that has never done that to me. It took me
Ooh.
18 playthroughs of Dragon Age Inquisition to finally get bored of it.
We got a cutscene. Sort of.
Vanguard scouts have confirmed that Io,
Ooh.
Hey!
Titan, and Mercury
Osiris left.
have disappeared.
He's back.
We don't know.
My boy.
Big boy.
We have lost contact with Deputy Commander Sloan and Jensen.
Oh, I mean, he's gone now, but
Well, no, I mean, like, he's clearly just still in the game.
The
He's
game,
not
yeah.
He's not dead, despite being on a planet that got eaten, I think.
We will form a plan. In the meantime,
Man, Lance Reddick must be so happy that he just has consistent work. Because he's just always there to be Zavala.
his voice is so good.
I know it's stupid, but it's like I can't get over him just walking out on the Eric Andre show
Wearing
just
the
screaming,
chains.
I wish I were LeVar Burton. Like, that's such a good scene.
Stay strong. Be brave.
Oh yeah, and the Queen's alive too. I forgot about that.
I want her to step on me.
Will protect you.
My life has just gone to watching Twitch. Mine used to be that, so it's fair enough.
I mean, my life has gone to drawing tits, so. I actually like
So
how
is
they
the
did this
Traveler-
cutscene.
Well, this is what they've been doing lately, and
Yeah.
then they put real cutscenes in after.
I actually like the whole sketchiness of it. That was really cool.
It's one of those things where it's like that's how people usually do what's referred to as a budget cutscene.
Yeah.
But Destiny always does it in a way that doesn't look bad, and they only
Bad,
do it
yeah.
for like one or two scenes. Because here we go. This is now we're back to it.
Fuck, my mac and cheese is almost done.
Yo,
Come
she's
on.
here.
Every moment brings them closer.
Mac and cheese is almost done. Hurry up. Cutscene. Oh,
It's
hey, the
gonna
lady.
Keep going.
My future does not begin here.
I'm so happy that the Exo Stranger's back because it means that she's going to be in a game for more than two cutscenes and telling us that she can't explain anything.
Now maybe she can explain everything.
That's apparently a joke in the game.
I'm so happy you're in Snowland.
Yeah, we're gonna be going to Europa and apparently
No.
wait till you see who's back right now.
Am I gonna be happy? Am I
Yes.
gonna be happy? Am I gonna be happy? Am I gonna be happy? Am I? Ah!
It's your boy from Destiny 1.
Yes! Oh my god! I can't believe I actually remember him.
Well, of course you remember him, because he's the one that's just like deep, growly voice, but also kind of high pitch. The buggy voice is how I would
like the
describe
buggy
it.
voice. How all of Isla's people sound, essentially.
Guardian.
Fuck. See, him and Spider. I would let Spider fuck the shit out of me.
All in great danger. Earth,
You're a good boy.
machine, Elixir, and human.
Hey,
Hey.
Exo Stranger.
Among us, we are all in great danger. My kind must survive. Please. send
Don't you dare hurt him or I
There
will
is
never
not
forgive
much
you, you bitch.
time. What? Where?
I think he's in danger.
She's already here.
No.
Please, anyone.
I'm in danger.
Oh no!
I mean, he didn't die, and as a rule of media, if you don't see the on-screen death, it doesn't count.
Oh, my heart.
I think he's probably
though.
just gotten kidnapped.
That's another one.
I'm so sad. The
They
fact
all
that he was
stand
like
the same.
anyone. Oh.
Why did
And then
the
there's me.
darkness invite us here?
Just the biggest boy.
You're quiet today.
Yeah.
The biggest boy with the tiny floating darkness.
I think it looks good.
I wish you could change it to the same color as yours.
I wish I could too.
That's the one gripe I have.
Certain exotic ones you can't rechange the color, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. It'd be so cool if you could make that the
I
same
love
purple
that
as
they
yours.
have my gun in the cutscene.
He has a lot to answer for. I'll send a message to let Zabalu know.
No, wait.
Okay, I need to go get my mac and cheese for real.
That's
Be right
fine.
back.
Here, Europa.
Okay.
I've tracked Varix's distress signal beyond the ridge. We'd better hurry.
Destination unlock EDZ. Return to the settings screen to restore HUD. Yeah, I did disable the HUD. That is right. I should probably re-enable the HUD. Warframe is poor man's Destiny 2, yet I play it more than Destiny 2. Warframe is, like, it's not poor man's Destiny, it's free man's Destiny. Like, it doesn't make you pay, but it comes with the caveat that if you want anything good, you are going to have to grind as fuck. Good news is OBS seems to work, so FFX stream may happen. I make no guarantees to quality. Hey, I mean, if you want to... Warframe is pre-Destiny. That's true. But Destiny was in dev around the same time. Warframe is great, and I do want to get back into it, though. But I'm so fucking lost every time I try to. Ooh. Alright, well, I'm loving this environment. Clan just called the Little Big PP. I gotta check something. Hold on.
Yo, I'm still making my mac and cheese, but this looks fucking amazing.
Right? We gotta look at the destinations. Okay, so Nessus stayed. For some reason, Nessus is still here. The moon is still here. They did bring back the Cosmodrome, so old Russia is back. And the Tangled Shore stayed, so Rachel doesn't have to lose Spider. So some old locations are still around, like the Dreaming City is still going. But we did lose, like, 3 fucking planets. This is a Destiny expansion, then. Yeah. So they killed the old areas. You know what, Misty? The best example for you, given that you're a WoW guy, is think of when... What's his name? Like, Deathwing or whatever showed up, and he fucked up the planet, and they killed a bunch of areas so you couldn't go to them anymore. Like, they got rid of a bunch of old content. And, essentially what they're going to do is they're going to vault it, like Disney. And they're going to re-release it every now and then. So that way, you can do the old content, but it will be like an event, as opposed to, like, a consistent piece of the lore. You can now, however, get any of the exotics that would have been taken away, from a machine that you basically just pump rewards into, and it will spit out what you want. So, if you had, like, a fear of missing out situation, if you were like, I could not get that legendary or exotic weapon, it's there. Which is kind of a fucked up thing, where if you take away, like, a huge swath of the game, that you then lose the ability to get things that used to be in the game. So it's nice that they just let you keep that, especially because a lot of different builds are really meta-based in Destiny. Like, you don't need a meta. But the helmet that I have combined with the gun that I'm using, for instance, are very good together. Oh man, even the menus are all different. Man, even the menus are all different. Don't worry why I'm clicking these, just... Everything looks, like, way better. Kept the dungeons and loot, but upgraded them. Wow. Just better versions of past items. I think what Destiny plans to do is kind of sunset some of the items. Like, they're not going to keep everything. Because some of the stuff, they're just like, eh.
I am back.
Welcome back. Somebody in
Fuck.
my family
How much
owns
was
the
this
entire
expansion?
Borderlands. It's the price of, like, a full game.
Oh.
Because this is... Destiny said that they're not going to do Destiny 3, so Beyond Light is like, hey, we're starting Destiny 3.
Ah.
Because you remember how, like, well, it's been like 6 years since Destiny came
So,
out.
but here's the question. Here's the question. So I would not have had to play the other expansions and beaten them to play this and like be on par with everything.
No, fresh start. There's even a new starting area, which is fun enough, the old starting area from Destiny 1.
Tyler, I kind of want Destiny.
I mean, that's fair. I can't on Anthem. Plays Anthem all day. That's kind of wild. Like, I'm actually... Like, I'm at, like, previously max level, and these guys are tanking. But I think it might just be scaling the difficulty. But yeah, I think that the reason why, one, everything looks prettier, and two, that it costs the price of a full game, is one, it's going to be all the brand new content, whereas the old content is going to be cycled back in for free, right?
Yeah. Well, and Destiny also usually doesn't make you pay for expansions, right?
No, it did. It
Oh,
always
did?
made you
Oh.
pay, but it was never like the
Full
full
game
price.
price.
Yeah, and now they're doing like full game price, but like if
You
you
get
pay
everything.
the full game price, you get everything.
Who are we dealing
Like you get the season passes and all of that shit.
Fuck. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to do a commission to get this.
I mean, I can always just buy it for you along with the Hyrule.
Someone's been staying here. There's traces of...
But I think the reason why
It'd give us
everything...
it'd give us something to do again.
I think the reason everything looks better and the cost of it being higher is that this is built for the next generation of consoles.
Mm-hmm.
And PCs.
No, it looks fucking amazing.
Like, it doesn't look too much better than the original Destiny.
Must be a reason
Well,
for
Destiny
distress
2.
signal brought us
But I think that if you were running it with, like, an RTX graphics card, that it's going to look a lot nicer, right?
Probably
Because you're probably going to get ray tracing.
Probably Saturday. When I get off work, I'll download it so we can play it Sunday.
That sounds nice. Because,
Here's the thing, though. I think I stopped... I wish you could look at my character to see what my level is.
I mean,
'Cause I think-
you would just need to, like, go into one area, follow around a little bit, and then you'll get enough blues to
Yeah.
change it. You'll basically just not have, like, a set that you think is pretty for a while.
Which means I won't use it.
Yeah. They just confirmed 120 FPS for Crucible on Series X and PS... What the fuck is Crucible? No offense, but, like, I'm really bad at keeping up with games right now.
You know who I
What are your
miss?
thoughts on Borderlands is no fucking joke. He said he didn't like the art style, so he never touched those games. I'm gonna be honest, I fucking hate the art style for Borderlands.
Borderlands,
and
it's real bad.
Here's the thing. I liked it when it was in that movie that they ripped the art off of, and I didn't hate it in Borderlands 1. But then as it kept just being the same thing, I'm like, nah, I'm kind of tired of it. And also, I can't stand the humor in Borderlands. Isn't
Borderlands
Crucible
is a real
Destiny's
bad game.
PvP mode? Oh, sorry. I thought we were talking about like a new game. 120 FPS for like PvP is a bit fucked. Like that's wild that you can get that on a console. I can run 100 and plus FPS on my computer as it is, but it really would not be playable for a stream, so I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry. Are you telling me to walk out into the actual blizzard that has started? Dude, you can't even buy a PS5 in Canada anymore. Like, all the websites are literally just like, we just don't have any. You cannot pre-order. I'm sorry. Hi.
My dad tried to buy me one for, Christmas, and he said that he bought it, and then they just sent him his money back immediately.
The only place in Canada that is offering is Best Buy's, and they'll just like, we'll take down your email and email you when it becomes available. 411,000 AR. That's interesting because in Canada it's about $499. So, like, I understand that the 1,000 part is in there as well. So obviously I know that, you know, inflation is insane. But my point remains that that kind of like evens the gap in terms of the numeracy. Get out of here. Okay, so I'm basically, I'm imagining I'm probably still just going to play Devour Warlock for the next, you know, 3 years as well.
Probably
Unless the new ice abilities are really good, because look at this, like I'm walking through these enemies just getting my health back. This is why I play this. Because I can't do what I did in Destiny 1, which was just get the ability to survive forever by coming back from the dead.
Yeah. I forget, I think mine was Shadow Bow that freezes everybody, right?
You would use the Shadow Bow and sometimes you would use the Shadow Swords.
Oh yeah, that's right, I use the swords now.
Because you liked getting to do all the flips and spins with the swords. But also the bow was really strong.
Bow was super strong.
The sword thing is
only...
fucking busted in PvP because if you go invisible and people don't see you, you just one-shot them.
People still get mad, so people that bring up my Cade tattoo and they know it's Cade, and we'll talk some Destiny, because, like, I don't hate Destiny, I just fell off of it. Cause
Yeah,
it's like,
well, it's like, I don't play Monster Hunter anymore, but I would love to go back and play Monster Hunter again.
Yeah. But we would talk, and they'd be like, oh, I'd use this gun, this is my favorite gun, and when I go, my favorite gun was Rat King, they'd all look at me like...
Yeah,
like, here's the thing, I know
Oh.
Rat King, you're only really supposed to use it, like, if everybody has Rat King, but it was good
it's
for
still
me.
a fine sidearm.
It was good for me because I could go invisible when you reload, and it give me time to heal, because I'm soft boy.
It's also like if you don't have a decent sidearm that's like a non-exotic, right? With like a good build to it. Rat King's like completely fine to use for like PvP, which you don't do, but I do.
No, I'd never do PvP.
I'm mad I haven't got the John Wick gun, but I just am too lazy to do all the PvP grinding again.
Okay, I was gonna ask, is it a cutscene?
Big girl!
Big girl? Big girl!
But a thief. Now where is it?
Safe from
She's
you.
not happy.
Yes.
Search the buildings.
I love her giant ice necklace.
Oh my, you know what makes me think that they did
Uh.
this is because they found out everybody likes monster ladies.
Wait,
Oh, he's gonna die. He's dead. He's a dead boy.
friend. These powers, they create chaos.
I should
They are
point out,
changing
she has powers.
Yeah.
The Fallen haven't had powers since the Traveler fucked them over.
I love how fucking huge she is.
Well, that's kind of the thing with the Fallen, right? Is like the more strong you get, the bigger you get. It's like orc logic. Just like took his arm.
Living in the past. I should have seen it. Make an example of him.
You guys gonna kill him or what? Like, they just keep cutting away every time that he's about to get hurt, and I'm like, can we either just kill Varix or like give us him back?
Varric should be just up ahead.
Are we gonna like find Varix frozen and dead, or are we gonna save Varix? Well, the thing does save Varix, so there we go. Where did that go? There it is. Also, Misty, are you gonna be getting the new Monster Hunter?
When does that come out?
What now?
When does that come out?
I don't know yet. I'm just inquiring. 'Cause the new Monster Hunter is gonna be a Switch Online exclusive. But I feel like we definitely have to play it because, like,
Dogs.
yeah,
That's the only
Paladins.
reason. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get Switch Online again though. I don't do the. I don't pay for it.
At least it's like really cheap.
It's like $3.
Oh, that was Varix that I accidentally shot there for a second, but he doesn't take damage.
I just don't. He's just so scared.
I mean, he's also like half frozen.
More chatter on the
He's
fallen
so
comms.
scared.
He's, yeah, I'm inside of him actually.
Snake does not leave here alive.
They didn't code him to be a solid mass.
Savior, hurry. You must free me.
You must free me. Breaking allies from stasis. Free frozen allies by shattering the stasis encasing them. Stasis can be shattered with gunfire or melee attacks. Combatants must be cleared before freeing Varix from stasis. So I guess that's the thing that we're going to have to do for each other, if that's a mechanic, is that you can save your teammates if they get frozen.
Varix thanks you.
Insect-like chattering.
Must hide.
Not so fast.
Why is a fallen an ally? Varix was an ally in Destiny 1.
What do you mean?
He was part of the Fallen that were taken by the Queen of the Awoken. And there have been off and on fallen allies since then.
I will take shelter inside. Succeed.
Like one of the earliest things in Destiny. Like I think it was like an expansion, but it was one of the earliest ones. That's a Lost Planet robot!
He's a big boy.
Okay. Well, it's dead. Or not. It was just shaking a lot. I thought it was dead. This was a lie. Monster Hunter Rise comes out March 26, 2021. So, as of March 26th, you and I
It'll be
can
my birthday present.
We can be ninjas. I miss Lost Planet. We need a new game. No, we don't. Lost Planet 3 fucking sucked. Unless Capcom actually makes it themselves. Fuck.
You missed.
That's the last.
Also, Misty, I'm like hesitant to tell you Rachel's
Are you not
birthday.
gonna get that fucking engram?
Then prove it. We expect answers.
I'm so trained not to grab blues because I used to be max level.
We'll have them. But know that
Varix is doing a new thing that you are going to love. Remember how you used to talk to him and he would just Guardian and like trail off? Now he just goes like
Aww.
in between his speaking, so like his bug mouth is chittering.
Aww. It's a boy.
But yeah, I'm hesitant to say what Rachel's birthday is for Misty because it's like I know that just means Misty's going to just buy something for you.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh. Ah. I was in a man.
It's a cool fucking helmet too.
That is one of the best exotics for a Titan. Noid coins are important. Noid coins are important if they could actually give me things. Last Saskatchewan pirate. What a name. Alright, so we actually have like a real ice place now, not like what happened with Mars, where it was like partly frozen. Wanna be nice? Let me be nice.
April 5th.
you do not trust Varix, yes? But leave your distrust, your blame.
I don't
for later.
not trust you,
The
Varix.
Elixir who attacked me, she is
I remember who you are.
Ship stealer. A new Kell of Kells, unifier of the houses. And she seeks to
Into the
build an
file it
army
goes.
Of Elixir,
I love
powered
Varix,
by
like, a
darkness.
furry outfit.
Such a good boy.
She is
He just keeps chittering.
She will destroy us all. You must go. Varix will help you find your way.
Varix tells you about Aramis, a new Kell of the Fallen, or the Elixni as they call themselves. Through communing with the pyramids, she has managed to harness the power of darkness and use it as a weapon. Varix escaped with proof of that dark power, asking for help. If Aramis succeeds in giving this power to all of her Elixni followers, nothing, not even the Guardians, will be able to defeat her. Varix asks you to find Aramis immediately. Perhaps she can still be stopped. Pursue Aramis, Kell of Darkness. Complete the new Kell mission. Insect-like chittering. So yeah, I'm a Reddit mod. Requires completion. Okay. Oh, I still have some bounties left over.
Oh.
That's weird. Okay, so now that we've... I hate that it tutorializes you every single time that you start a new Destiny. It's like, I know how to play the game. There should just be an option that's like, I have played this video game before. Please stop telling me how to play the video game. Now that we have actually gotten past the intro area, we are going to take a second to examine some stuff.
In darkness,
So the European Dead Zone is actually still a place you can go, which is surprising. The Cosmodrome is the place as well. We do have Crucible.
Well,
we
yeah,
do have
there's like
Gambit, we do
hardly
have
any
Vanguard.
planets left.
They took away 3,
Yeah.
which is fine. But roster would be like Friends and Clans still. Seasons. Let's take a look at what we've got here. We do have the box that
Moon's
comes with the
Haunted.
season pass. That's not bad. I don't hate that. I'm really big on this fucking shotgun. That is a great looking shotgun. The moon is also still haunted. Why does that look so good? Welcome to like what Destiny does. Fires a pellet spread in hip fire or single high damage slug. Yo, okay. That's actually pretty good. I don't know statistically how good this weapon's gonna be, but the ability to fire a widespread shotgun blast when you are not aiming down sight and then switch to aim down sight and fire a long-range slug is great.
only the
That I'm wondering what sort of skins this will get, if anything.
the day is
Alright.
done.
Rewards earned at higher ranks we'll take a look at, but we'll redeem that stuff right now just so we have it. It will sit in our inventory because, like Rachel, I don't want to equip it. Just because I currently have a build that has a bunch of ridiculous fucking stat points on it. So there is that. It's actually weaker than some of the things that I've picked up right now, but in the other slots, I didn't have anything previously, so that's fine. 59, 54. Okay. We didn't get anything in there. Biggest problem with Destiny has been enemy scaling. Is that still a thing? Like to a point, but they don't make it as much of one. But I mean, somewhat. It's more so that, like, they do still maintain some of it, but they usually just will increase difficulty to places. So, like, for instance, like, all the worlds have mostly the same difficulty, but then you'll go into, like, a mission, and the mission will be, like, a ridiculous high-ranking thing. Is your clan public? I think it is. Hang on, you're experiencing network issues. That's not true. I mean, it might be true just because of how many people are trying to play the game. But, like, also, clans for me are just always, like, a joke more than anything. What happened? Oh, I got kicked back to the front area. That's fine. Can you look at Eververse for me? I was just about to, so yes. Yes, I can. New ship. Star Devil Predator. Looks good. Very simple. Self-emotes on sale. Hard Light Ghost Shell.
Hold on, go to that armor. Don't like that shell.
What are you talking about?
Is there fun armor that you can buy?
Oh, yeah, of course. I was just looking
go-
at the stuff that's here.
Go to it.
Okay, seasonal offerings, expansions.
Oh.
I don't know where it would be currently. It's showing the armor, but I don't know about
It's right
purchasing.
there, isn't it?
Oh, this is like just the warlock armor. I was wondering if I could see the other stuff in a better picture.
No, but I get the idea from it. So show me the warlock armor. I get the basis idea.
It's very smooth, all white. So
I like it.
it's very sci-fi. It's very sci-fi.
I really like it, actually.
Destiny still kind of has level scaling, but they also just make it so that way you can like bump levels and stuff a bit more. Like you can make things harder. I like this particularly because I'm big on like the glowy armbands. I'm not sure if I would use this armor particularly, but that's just because of what I have currently, right?
No, your current armor looks 10 times better than that.
I've taken a long time to get what I have. Ooh, lace striders look pretty good for leg armor because the Lunafaction boots are like pretty strong. Binary system for the symmetry. Let's take a look. Ooh, that's nice. Is there gacha in Destiny 2? Yeah, but you can't really pay for it. If you do pay for it, you're an idiot. That's strong.
Feel called out here.
Salvation's Grip Grenade Launcher. Ooh, new Warlock emote, though. Yeah. Very good. Very good. I have other characters that I could log into and take a look at the other sets, but I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to.
No, there's no point in it. It's completely fine.
Vigil for Saint 14. Okay, that's just like a gun. That's from like a while ago. I just hadn't noticed it, I guess. We don't seem to have anything exceptionally showing on here right now, but that's fine. I'm assuming that, again, like everything, they'll just roll out other stuff week to week, right? Send my Warframe armor in a moment. Yeah, it's fine. I'll be home, top in about 40 minutes. Yeah, you can do that. Need gacha boxes to open to feed my addiction. I mean, you can buy boxes to open for Destiny, but like, it's
I did.
It's,
I once spent $100 to get the armor that I wanted.
It's like, the only time that you can really do that is the holidays, because if you do that normally, you might as well just be playing the game and getting the stuff on its own, right? It plays nothing better than a 0.002 drop rate. Play Xenoblade 2. Yeah, Xenoblade 2 does the gacha thing, right? Where it's like you have to open up shit to get your weapons, and then you have like a chance to get rare weapons.
Yeah, because I got the little Bo Peep
It's all
girl and the
free,
bunny
though.
girl, and that's all I used.
It led Erebus astray. Europa was to be a haven for Elixni.
I forgot that you have just the big clunky sparrow.
I have a lot of different ones, actually. I just decided to equip this one because it was the closest one that worked with my armor set before,
armor? Yeah.
before what I have now.
Empower Elixni with
I'm hoping to get a new one that works better with the aesthetic that I have now, but I might end up having to change my aesthetic, so we'll see.
build an army capable
Ooh,
of snuffing
hello.
out the light once and for all.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of when the seasons changed in the Destiny 1 expansions for Siva, and we went to Russia and everything was snow. Fuck Erebus. I mean, close. It's Aramis in this, but yeah.
This is what remains of Eventide. Clovis Bray's European colony. Built to house those who came to build Exo.
Thought you could only get Cosmos through the gacha in the Xeno 2. That's probably true.
So you
I
came
didn't
to
really
the
play
world
Xeno
to
2,
find
so you gotta ask the Xeno people.
Varric's no
Misty still wants me to play Xeno, but I want to play it with Shepard, and Shepard is COVID. Like, he doesn't have COVID, but he's blocked by COVID. His dad did have COVID, but that was a couple of months ago.
no day passes without regret. I will answer
Oh, so his dad for sure had COVID.
but not
I'm sorry?
before
His dad for sure had COVID.
Yes, he was laid off for 2 weeks because of it.
Damn.
And then they were just like, alright, come on back, you're done. You don't have sick anymore. Go over to discord.gg/the Noid bag. You're acting like these people aren't all in the Discord already. I do appreciate you like trying to drive, you know, traffic and such is very sweet. Also, I don't think I've ever known somebody that played Mesa, so it's kind of surprising.
What's Mesa?
It's like it's a Warframe character.
Oh.
See, I know the characters that if we ever played Warframe, Rachel would want to play. And that's because 2 of them are fire-based and 1 of them looks like a buff woman. And also everybody got horny for it when it came out, which was extremely weird, but again, people have been making like source filmmaker porn of Warframe for ages now. The end is impossible. Let's pay like $300 a month for Discord Nitro. Yeah, Discord Nitro is a thing that, like, I've never seen the point of, personally. Do you think Valve ever predicted what SFM would become? I guarantee you somebody was like, you understand that people are going to use this to make characters fuck, right? And then they just went, that's fine.
What's the buff girl in Warhammer?
I don't know the spelling off the top of my head, but it's Hildren.
Oh, okay.
You should just be able to type Hild and get it.
That is a buff lady!
It's not a real woman, though.
I don't fucking care.
I'm just saying, it's literally just like a space robot suit.
I don't fucking care. It's hot.
Yeah, people have a thing of like taking
I just don't like Warframe.
people have a thing of like taking Warframe characters, putting them into SFM, and then giving them huge tits.
That's fair. That's all my Twitter is, really, so.
Ooh, I'm actually getting hurt. Yeah?
Nothing, I just saw a quote and it just makes me think of Shura, that's all.
Things are getting a bit framey up in here. I might have to turn settings down a little bit. Because I'm guessing I'm hitting that area of Destiny has extremely buffed its graphic qualities. Take the word Warframe out of there and you have a general rule for SFM? That's true. Alright. 1 second. We're gonna take a moment here.
I saw a quote and it might be cursed, but it's very Shura.
Okay.
Your boyfriend calls me daddy.
Yeah, that's pretty cursed now, isn't it?
I thought it was funny.
I mean, it's not funny. It's also just kind of cursed. We're just turning some settings down here from, like, highest to high. Just because I don't want to be capping at 90%. I like that one of the things on here can go from highest to high to medium. There is no low option. Why did motion blur get turned back on? Why did that happen? I would never want that. A bunch of shit actually got turned back on that I don't want. I guess like a setting got fucked or something.
You probably just sent everything to default.
That's a possibility. Okay. Let's hope that that makes things a little bit softer on the system. I doubt it. I really don't think it's going to make it a big difference. I think it's just Destiny was probably built for RTX machines now. Because normally speaking, it runs just great. But I think that, like, when we get into a situation where there's, like, a lot of crap happening on screen and stuff is just, like, way too much, you know, it's gonna be a bit of a problem. Yeah, like, we're hitting, like, 97 again when we start getting shot at by, like, a lot of crazy stuff. I'm sorry, was that supposed to say Zarya? Because if so, that's, like, a character that she used to just draw exclusively. It was, like, all Zarya all the time before Jasper.
Zarya. I love Zarya. I've watched many Zarya porn.
Wish Nick was here so I could get that out of there easy.
What?
There's a robot that I'm going to ban.
Oh, sorry, I'm not in, otherwise I'd do it.
And like that, they're gone. Ban the bot. Ban the bot. I'm sorry, you would not allow me up there?
So is that someone just like randomly going into a thing?
No,
and
it's a
being like-
robot. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Fuck. I took a little bit of a dive. There we go. Now I'm allowed up. Because why use stairs or any meaningful way of travel when you can just fly? You can exchange them for various rewards, such as remarking your messages, unlocking emotes, favorite streamers. Yeah, Noid coins are definitely important. It's also important to note that money can be exchanged for goods and services.
Fuck.
Well, that was definitely convenient. Are we gonna do a punching thing? Because I can headbutt. Noid coins cannot be exchanged for money, however. This is true. However, if somebody ever got me to the point where I was making enough money off of Twitch or YouTube that I, like, was comfortable, I might do giveaways, but I don't do that now. One time I did, like, a giveaway thing back when we actually used to have, like, more people that would show up, and it was really funny because it was just like, yeah, let's see who gets this copy of a game I don't give a shit about. And it's like, that pretty much, I think, is the exact best way to encompass my mentality of being a streamer, is just like, who wants the shit that I don't want? Who wants this content that's not good? May not have the most Noid coins, but I do have 40,000 of them. Noid coin 40,000. There you go. Yeah, that's what was intended the whole time.
The darkness trail Aramis left behind leads right
Locks.
through that door. But it's locked.
With stasis, yes. You will not be able to break through.
Then
I'm sorry, am I gonna get Metroid here, where it's like, I need to get the new ability to bust open that door? Just use giveaways to pawn off all the humble choice games you'll never play? I mean, that's probably what I would do. It's just anything that's like a double or something that I would never play myself, I would just give away to people in chat. I would just throw the code out and be like, yeah, there you go. So, fun fact about the, like, trying to subscribe with Twitch Prime thing, Rachel tried and she can't figure it out.
For centuries we have been bound
No, we figured it
by
out,
the
just won't let me.
servants to the so-called Great Machine. We
If there's not porn of that woman drawn in 24 hours, I'm gonna be disappointed.
I guarantee you it has already started.
Of our own
Rachel, tell me your Twitch username. I think
No.
Misty wants to give you a gift of a Twitch sub.
No.
Why'd you freeze that?
Today, we begin breaking free.
It's gonna make
from
it shoot
our
ice powers.
Nope. She just, in fact, smashed it.
I love her so much.
A gift. One I will share with all of you in time. Viola,
Also, she only has 2 eyes, which is an oddity for people with 4 eyes. Oh, this is how she gives them the power. From triangles.
we will rise again.
Yeah, she does have Amazon Prime, but it won't let her, for whatever reason, use it. So, the Fallen are just evil guardians now?
We stand no chance against this power. The great machine will finally know our pain. It would appear our enemies have arrived, eager to test us. Let's not keep them waiting.
Misty. Are the Fallen really evil? Is darkness not a part of the natural world? Are we getting into some fucking Final Fantasy shit right now?
No. This.
And
I
like,
didn't realize that you did the no face I made for when people subscribe. That's
oh yeah, I've
adorable.
used like everything that you've given me at some point or another. Just some stuff does get lost and not used.
Let's go.
Misty, I also don't know what my Twitch name is.
Yeah, she always makes me look it up to tell her so she can log in.
Don't stop. Keep moving.
I'm pretty sure it's still like Little Heaps, but I don't want to say for sure.
No, it's not. I changed it, I think.
Yeah, Misty's given 9 subs to people, which is hilarious. Darkness and Light, Kingdom Hearts. Okay. Ah! I'm iced! I don't think that you're subscribed for 9 months. I think you're subscribed for 1 month. I don't think Misty would spend 9 months of subs on one person. I think the only person they do that for is themselves. Or Rachel. However, I will say, I do kind of sometimes consider giving out like subs on my own. Just for the idea of getting to 15 subscribers, just because then we get an extra emote slot. Dude, fuck this ice power bullshit. He says until he can get ice power bullshit. Watching stream. Watching an eroge review of Acid Play.
This is
I know immediately who you're talking about, and I hate that I know who you're talking about.
shipped here.
Also, yeah, like if you like Plastic, if you continue to be around here, get used to Misty just being overly nice like that though. Like that is just what Misty does. Their whole thing is that. Oh no, not the Acid Play review. No, 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 don't. Yeah, I think that's the thing that goes like even too far for Rachel.
What?
Acid Play.
I don't even know what that is.
So take sulfuric acid. Now make it
I'm like-
lewd.
How?
By pumping it inside of you.
That would kill you.
Not if you're an immortal vampire, it won't.
Whatever, I guess.
Yeah, the game
I can't
in
get my
question-
rocks off on it, but like, if that's what it takes, I guess, then whatever.
Yeah, no, it's like a really messed up eroge. Like, I think it's like every ending except for one is a bad end.
That's like that one Yaoi one. The main character the main character has blue hair, and like every outcome is either like I know the one that made me go nope is just like all of his limbs are cut off and his head is cut off, but like the twins still make love to the corpse, and I'm like, this is where I draw the line. This is no thank you.
You see, I'm genuinely surprised somebody else besides myself is knowledgeable about this aside from you. I expect this from you.
Yeah,
Rachel's talking about DMMD. I can recognize that. Pasta and I both just have the same problems.
Yep, grammatical murder. Yep, that's it. It's fucking awful.
The great machine. They are in hiding. I will not leave them behind. They will be casualties in her war without our help. But perhaps they can be brought to safety.
Okay, new gun. Hailing confusion. Jesus Christ, 1087. Ooh, it has demolitionist though. I don't like the texture on that barrel.
We are builders,
Why is it like this?
negotiators, weavers, physicians.
He just keeps talking. Why is the foam on the end? Yeah, that's a good question, isn't it? I guess it's supposed to be like a suppressor.
What can Verix do to aid you? You help Verix. Verix helps you. Come close and listen.
We're not going to use it right now, but we will hold on to it just because it will increase the drop rate of things. Like, it'll increase the capacity for our drop rate to have higher levels. They were a she, and I think early 20s. Yeah, I mean, if somebody was a fan of DMMD, they're almost certainly a girl. Like, let's be real. Yaoi content is made for women. It's not made for men. If you want gay anime content, you're not looking for yaoi.
No. Yaoi was strictly made for women. Yaoi was my first porn.
I think it's that, like, a good way to put it
Okani
is...
Ganai, if you want to be serious about it.
Like, yaoi... Am I getting blown by the wind? What's happening? I think that's what happened. Oh, my controller is disconnected. Because I have to play with a fucked up controller again. Because of how my shit works. Hate that. Yeah, I'm getting pushed by the wind while on my motorcycle. It doesn't do it if you're a normal person, but it does it if you're the motorcycle.
Which makes sense, because your feet are on the ground, your motorcycle isn't.
Okay, but it's got, like, anti-grav tech.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. He just misunderstood.
The first porn/yaoi I ever watched/read was Okani Ganai, and I regret that was my first thing that I ever...
I couldn't begin to tell you the first one that I saw. It was far too young. But
This
also,
is the thing, despite me being very sexually active at a very, very young age, I never watched porn until I was like 13.
okay, well that's still very young.
Oh, 100%, but when you compare that to the fact that I had sex when I was 11.
Yeah, but there's the big disparity in your situation. Like,
Hear that?
I just had like an amnesia effect happen on my screen.
Oh, the veins.
I don't
in the
watch
eyes.
anime porn. I don't want my porn having plot. That implies that people watch it and like go, "Oh man, this plot," and aren't just like skipping to the cutscenes of sex.
I fast forward through it, yeah. My favorite hentai ever was a dude is sick, and in order to make him not sick, he has to get changed into a woman. So he gets changed into a woman, he doesn't like it, but then he starts getting fucked. He's like, oh shit, being a woman isn't bad. But no one has ever told him how periods work, and he ends up getting pregnant. And then the character that liked him, who was a girl, goes to the same doctor and is like, give me a pee-pee so I can fuck him.
This is stupid.
It's amazing. That's like the only reason story-wise, very stupid, but the art was amazing. And I'm like, yeah, this is doing it for me.
I mean, I'm guaranteeing you that that's several different hentais, and the fact that you're talking about this is even more hilarious because you're not legally allowed to. Commune with the Crux. Worrying?
Oh, why? It's just a big triangle.
We've kept you waiting long enough. Come to us. Salvation awaits.
I mean, I'm not going to read out that message. No. Vortex is under 18 is what Noid meant, I think. Yes, that is exactly it. I'm teasing them about looking at stuff that's illicit material they shouldn't be looking at. I don't care, personally. My first hentai was Dragon Moon X Kappa. See, but the thing is, that will be some people's, which is awful. There's one I remember discovering that I legitimately was only interested in because of the plot being hilarious. And I learned about it from 4chan, and it was about a guy who couldn't orgasm because if he did, it would release a demon from his testicles that would end the world. And so, like, every single plotline of that story was just him getting blue-balled eternally.
Poor guy.
Definitely looked at lewd shit as a teen, corrupted my pure Christian mind with anime cross-dressing boys.
Yeah, now you like traps, pasta.
Not trap fucking. I'm sorry, what is happening here?
Let's be honest, I also like traps.
Yo.
That's
that
a
was
cool
extremely cool how it transformed.
That was really neat. Oh, the plume graphics.
It's like becoming a temple.
The plume graphics.
It's Eris! Yo, look at her actually doing things. And the Drifter's so here. Cool.
God, the Drifter's so cool.
I love that they're actually doing things with characters. Who is Eris? Eris has been a lady that's been showing up since Destiny 1. She got, essentially, like, Left 4 Dead inside of a hive area and ended up having to resort to using the darkness to survive. So she's kind of our resident user of the darkness. The Drifter kind of did the same sort of thing, but by choice, and the Exo Stranger has always hinted that she was never an agent of the light, so...
That was... the punch to the ground was cool, man.
And here comes out.
Are they the new big three?
Right
well, they're kind of like the opposite three, right?
What is that little floaty thing? Oh my god!
Still think it would be better if they brought Nathan Fillion back. Oh, believe me, I wish that they still had Nathan Fillion and Cade, but he didn't even get to voice Cade for Cade's last fucking outage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Cade went out being Nolan North, which is... like, come on. Which I joke is because Nathan Fillion got to be Nathan Drake in that one fan film. So he was just like, well, fine, I'll steal this role. I love everybody having winter outfits.
They're chilly.
Your old pal Drifter was right. It's time to ditch the light, good,
I'm not
dark,
saying I'd let him
bad
fuck me
dogma.
hard, but
Folks are finally starting to see it.
let's be real here.
With everything that's at stake, you are reveling in being right.
Just let me have this one, Three Eyes. All right?
I mean, I would definitely be like that. If, like, an apocalyptic situation was occurring, and I was like, see, I told you that being explicitly good or evil is a stupid idea. You have to be pragmatic. And they're like, you're concerned with being right now?
Mm-hmm.
I cannot tell you how relieved I am to see
I
you.
still just, every time she shows
We
up,
are
I
in
love
great
every
need of
design
allies.
Eris gets.
And I am in even greater need of a buffer between myself and the ever obnoxious Drifter. The stranger, you see, is far too reserved to provide sufficient rest from his chatter. I suspect her quiet has more to do with what she has to hide, though I've yet to work out what or why. Still, even these two are an improvement from my solitary studies on Luna. You're lucky to have your ghost, Guardian. As you can surely tell already, this journey into darkness is...
I mean, my ghost looks like your rock, if it makes anything feel better. Yeah, again, get used to Misty just being overly nice.
Fuck, it's only 6 o'clock.
I know. I owe you an explanation.
I mean, I'm very tired because I kept getting woken up today.
I once asked
I'm
Guardians to
exhausted.
destroy the
One time I
Black
woke up and it was just the phone was ringing and then they hung
Darkness's
up.
arrival.
And one time I woke up and it was like just me
Success may have
coughing a
been
lot.
achieved, but I now know that fate comes
I have no
knocking
idea
sooner
why.
or later.
Hopefully
The
not COVID.
floodgates are open. The darkness is here.
I mean, I don't feel like sick at all.
I wield it
It was
now
just
with
like
intent to
cough, cough,
stop
cough,
our
cough,
enemies
cough,
where
cough,
the
cough,
light
and I
cannot.
felt like
I'm
really
just-
awful
Your
when I woke up.
resilience
I'm so
then
used to you
turned
streaming
full
around,
power,
like,
wielding it too.
Later
9.
times. It's
Before
So in my
conditioned.
mind-
what we call a
Yeah, and like
zone.
it's like dark
Its
outside, so I'm like,
purpose
oh,
is
it's 10.
temptation. To begin your training,
I can go to bed soon. And then I look down, I'm like, oh shit, it's only 6.
here, take this.
A black
Please
pyramidal
understand.
object that fits in your
line
hand and
between
hums
light
with a
and
soothing
dark is
energy,
so
splinter
very
of
thin.
darkness. Exostrange has
Let's cross it
returned.
together.
Just as the darkness was inviting you in, instead of warning you to turn back, she says it's time to accept what it offers. The light is not enough to face Aramis and her Dark Council. If you want to defeat them, you must embrace the power of darkness as they have. She hands you the Splinter of Darkness. This will allow you to wield stasis. There are others like it, all in the hands of the House of Salvation. Yours is weak now, but it will strengthen as your proficiency grows. Lastly, the Exo offers you a campsite. As you collect lessons and keepsakes, return here to reflect on your experiences. But first you must accept the path before you begin to tune your splinter in the monolithic ziggurat on the icy flats ahead. Sure. So, shit will just start to show up here as we do good. Never saw thoughts on my Mesa Prime design. I mean, chat people probably wouldn't respond too much to it, but I'll take a look at it later. I'm just in a video game at the moment. I was wondering if there would be any noticeable class stuff on there, but there isn't so far. We don't have any artifact activated. Okay. Maybe like the color of my username on Twitch. I mean, I'm always for anything that's purple. So, there is that. I do love the time that Pat made a character that was just very blue and he kept insisting it was like a purple. Okay, we're gonna take a moment to admire what this
Did you
looks
see
like,
that
because
big
I just
photo
drove
around
into
the
it like an
stranger?
idiot.
She told us she's not forged in light, if I recall. So it must not be a ghost. I wonder what it is.
I love that they threw out a thing being like, she did tell us she wasn't forged in light, and I'm like, is that a line that would be different if this wasn't my character from Destiny 1? purple in combination with white. I mean, not my favorite, but I'm okay with it. Commune with the crux
The longer we're
on
here, the more
Nexus.
nervous I get. Not that I think you can't handle it. I know you can. I just wish I had a better idea of what that might be. We're definitely in uncharted territory out here.
I wonder if Destiny's gonna get more weather effects than just like the blizzard shit going on. I guess we'll see. See, I usually went with like as close to like a contrast slash metallic that I could go, so I would always usually end up using like purple and yellow or something like that.
White and black for me.
I used a lot of white and black for Warframe as well. Give me some insane weather effects, tornadoes, hurricanes, yeah. I have a lot of purple and yellow stuff. I think I used to use purple and yellow so much because I had a lot of weapons where the glow looked more vibrant if you picked yellow than if you picked like white, like it contrasted more heavily. And I didn't like purple and green because then you just turn into Joker. Pink and more pink, pink and light blue, pink and light purple. Yeah, Rachel's always pink and like teal colored.
Not in Destiny. In Destiny, in like video games, I was.
No,
like, black
I was just
and white.
meaning like with the sisters right now.
Oh yeah.
You were
100%.
pink for a little while in Destiny.
Yeah, that's just because I couldn't get the shader I wanted.
There is a pink that you might like that came out last season, where it's like a metallic pink with a bright teal, and I'm like, this is just almost your sisters. It's just if they were painted in like a metallic instead of a matte.
Mm.
I was tempted to ask you to grab one of those paints because like I have no idea where to find them up here. But there's like a metallic paint from Turbo Dork that's like a light pink color. And I was like, see if you'd prefer that to the matte pink of the ladies. But
No, I like matte. I don't know why I'm not a big fan of metallics.
I mean, that's fair. I'm just a sucker for metallics. Stasis empowered. Give me ice. Okay. Supercharged. Okay, so we're just getting thrown into it with stasis abilities. Ice grenade, go. Weird. Tyler doesn't understand. Are there gonna be more guys spawning? Yep. Okay, well, you know what that means. Super time. Okay. I can dig it.
You're just actually a wizard.
And everybody that you freeze, you can shatter.
You know what this would, so this would be really good, like, if you can shatter, like if we were on a team and you could shatter people I freeze and I could shatter people
I guarantee you that's what you can do. Also,
so you have two people doing the freezing and one person just going around busting.
I saw the Titans thing is that it just gives them a big ice fist. Do you think the next time they do a big reset like this will be a mixture of light and dark? I think that's what this build is going to be, right? Is this is going to be expansions on that idea. Okay, I understand now what this is supposed to be. So the stasis ability for Warlocks is you get a shoot ability that freezes a wide area, and then from that you can then use your secondary ability of it to shatter everybody that's been frozen. Like that. That actually is really good. I'm imagining they're going to have to do some working on this because that's a bit busted. If you can just trap people like that. The real question is, oh, you can use your grenade to run on. Okay. Very good. I don't know if this is going to replace me playing as a Devour Warlock just because of my ability to heal is, like, really valued. I love the ability to just steal other enemies' HP, basically. And just live forever, but definitely a big fan of just getting to freeze enemies solid and smash them in one hit. But I would need to get a good build for it going where I can get the super active very quickly, because I have a good build for my Void one right now. I don't quite understand the melee bit yet, so there is that. Fucking people talking about No Nut November, who does that? Okay. Okay, so it can't do instant kills to yellow HP bars. It can do it to orange HP bars, but you can't do it to, like, a boss level enemy.
I mean, that makes sense.
Ooh, that hurts.
It's just like anything, like the golden gun. You could one-hit smaller enemies, but like bigger enemies, it took a couple shots.
Okay, what if I just... Okay, that does a sizable chunk of damage. I'm not a Redder, I swear I'm not a Redder. I mean, okay, piece of shit, Reddit's fine. I never understand the people that are like, insert social media people are bad. Like, the only ones I can think of are like certain far right wing or far left wing ones that are like full of insane people, and only those. Too young for the Redditor stereotype, also underweight for my age. That's pretty good. Okay. Secure the nearby locked chest in Nexus by breaking the stasis seal, opening the container. That took away my ability to use ice temporarily. I guess I'm gonna get that back later. I'm still a bit sick, so I'm heading out to lie down for a while. See you guys later. That's fair. Oh, my controller's disconnected. Welcome to why I used to use a Bluetooth connection, and then my computer has now stopped working with that. I gotta learn to fix it, but I don't know how. Nothing that I've done will fix it, and I don't really feel like registry editing. But I'm probably going to have to. Also, Easy, they haven't changed my schedule on me, have they? Because, like, last time, I checked, like, last night, I was still going on at 9 o'clock today, but they did tell me that I should be watching, and apparently they will do that day of without telling me. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Where's the Nick now?
Hey, Nick.
How's Isaac?
I'm not doing Isaac now, because the game actually launched.
So, we can use stasis to unlock these latches.
I did play Isaac for a little while, though.
Let's look inside, see if we can find anything useful.
Where are you at?
It's at work.
Yep. Ugh. It's dark and raining.
And you were behind, I'd imagine.
No, my boss showed up back from her quarantine, helped me out with
okay,
stuff.
so things are working
So I kinda caught up.
in proper speed then, as it were.
Yeah, at the moment.
Alright.
Where were you gonna be behind?
Oh, in you taking photos of the used cars.
Oh.
I do because the sun goes down earlier, and I'm second shift, so I just literally don't have enough time.
You have a 9 p.m. start today. Cool, thanks. I want to make sure they didn't fuck me over there. So, just because, like, Daisy's going to be off on next Monday, I have to do her shift. which means like they technically have to pay me like 6 hours of overtime pay. Because they didn't give me her shift, they moved my entire shift to her day. So that way I would cover her and like anybody else who wasn't there. And so it's like another 10 hours, which means I'm going to have like a 50-hour week. And overtime pay starts at 44 in Canada.
It starts at, do you go over 40? You have overtime.
So I do find it very fun that it's like, hey, I'm going to have to check and be like, did you guys pay me the appropriate amount of money?
I mean,
Also, I mean,
never
I don't care about
it.
covering an extra day. That doesn't really hurt me. It just means that it's like a Monday I won't be able to like stream or like do shit with Rachel as much. It's still like a 9 o'clock start, so who gives a shit?
I'm not looking forward to. I have one more 4-day weekend, and then I have to work that full week, and every day is a 14-hour shift.
Yeah, that's busted. But admittedly, then it resets and everything's good again.
Yeah, and then I have a week off come December. Like, my week off lands on Christmas.
Man, it would be great if COVID didn't exist.
Right? Because then I could just come up and spend all... Well, I'd probably spend 4 days up in Canada with you, and then I'd spend 3 with my parents.
That's if they want you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like they want me.
Considering right now, they're insane people.
Yeah, why would you want to spend time with them?
Well, because she still loves her parents.
I'll wrap my head around that.
You and literally...
I mean, in the nicest way possible.
My mom always gives me shit whenever I say that, like, you and I talk like that, because she's just always like, you shouldn't be saying, like, things like that around her, because she still cares about them. Like, yeah, but Nick and I don't understand why is the problem. And she's like, because they're her parents. I'm like, that wouldn't stop
Yeah,
me.
but what? It doesn't
Like-
stop me from anything. Oh, wow, I have a blood relation to them. Amazing. Still different people.
They're still being incredibly rude to me. What was that conversation about? It's about the fact that Rachel's parents, like, continuously threatened to disown her and, like, cut her out of their lives and stuff just because she didn't vote for the president they wanted. Or supports, you know, not murdering people. Had to speedrun taking the trash can any percent.
Can it be? I can smell that poisoned power on you. Does corruption spread so quickly? Or do you hope to fight Aramis with her own weapons? You
This guy
walk
keeps
a
chittering
very
at me.
dangerous path. Take this recklessness.
I love so much that in the subtitles it literally describes it as insect-like chattering. Like brackets, insect-like chattering.
She made her
Is work slow for you right now, Nick?
Twilight Gap.
Yeah, so I just said it's dark and raining, so I can't do anything.
much.
And she will
I work outside, so. Oh yeah, if my boss says it's okay, which I imagine she will, I'm gonna be leaving at 6 from now on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you get to? Does that mean
Take that
they'd
gun.
like let you come in earlier though?
Yeah. I'm just gonna start at 10 to 6 instead of noon to 8.
That we can get pictures in.
it be?
Yep, that's pretty much why.
I
Well,
can
that and
smell that
Rachel's
poisoned power
schedule.
on you.
It works better with that.
Does corruption spread so quickly? Or do you hope to fight Aramis?
We don't really need like
with
people
her
here at
own
closing anymore.
weapons?
There's not more than one.
You walk a very dangerous path.
These are
Take
just
this
old-fashioned
recklessness to
quests.
Phylax, then.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Europa legs? Give me your Europa legs.
I keep thinking it's like 10.
I know, right? Like I went home for food and stuff, and it was like 5:30, and I was like, "What?" Stupid.
So dark outside.
See, I love it because it means that there's almost zero light in the time from when I'm awake and when I'm asleep, and I hate sun, so...
Oh yeah, if my job didn't require it and stuff, I'd also love it.
A teacher just got mad at me for not knowing tomorrow is Remembrance Day. That's like that's both fair and stupid at the same time because I don't remember any holiday, so I definitely didn't know it was Remembrance Day. But the idea of a person getting upset legitimately that somebody didn't remember is wild to me.
What's Remembrance Day? Like your guys' Veterans Day?
Basically, it's specifically targeted at like World War I and World War II though.
Much better.
One of the hosts of like Canada's big like hockey shit got in big trouble because he went on a tangent one time on television about how people weren't wearing poppies for Remembrance Day, and people were just like, "The fuck are you talking about?" He's like, "These immigrants come over and then they don't wear them. They're not respecting the troops that died for their right to come here." I'm like, if I moved to France, I don't give a fuck about Bastille Day. Like, I don't blame a person for not knowing a tradition that exists in Canada and following it to the letter. Like, who gives a shit?
Starts looking up poppy merch.
Totally different poppy. Imagine if he goes on this huge ass rant, right? And then the person's like, well, I guess I gotta start wearing poppy things. So they just start wearing the internet woman around this time.
Oh my god.
Poppy just gets a skyrocket of sales.
I'm going to link a trench coat that she has on her website.
I'm sorry, can we talk about Joe Biden's official Fortnite map? Build back better with Joe Biden. What the fuck? That can't be real.
No, yeah, and then listen, Joe Biden's team is amazing. They're like, one of his people also made an Animal Crossing island that's Joe Biden themed, and it's just like, it's literally just an island with a single building, and when you go in, it's, like a voter, like you can vote there. Like it's a voting poll thing. And it's amazing. Or like after Kamala and Pence's stupid debate in the fly landed on his head, 30 minutes later on Joe Biden's like merch site, there were fly swatters. Like whatever millennial or Gen Z that he hired to do his merchandising stuff is like on it, and they're amazing.
Love searching Biden Fortnite.
Want to die, go somewhere where politics doesn't exist. The problem is, even in like if you talk about like biblical or like religious stuff, like
No
it still ends up being political.
No Malarkey Station is a location in this Fortnite map.
No Malarkey Station.
Oh my.
I can't believe that that's a thing.
It's real.
Like, I believe it, but I can't believe it, right?
He also has a TikTok.
Oh, I just ended up in the place I was supposed to be, but didn't realize it somehow? Why is it not showing up on my map?
So stupid, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I literally cannot hurt that enemy. Oh, he instant killed me.
Listen, I'm just happy that he fucking won.
I died the second I got respawned! Nick, it's that fucking big
ice cream
ogre
shop?
all over again. China is stealing the next US president's info, GG.
Help make Mayor's auto factory run clean. This is so stupid. Restore the Aviator River. Help install these new 5G broadband towers to ensure every American has broadband. That's a mission on the Fortnite map.
That's fucking amazing. Holy shit. Oh my god. You guys take so much damage.
I'm gonna move somewhere less in this car.
I hate this fucking timeline. It is really questionable, right?
What?
Just the weird shit of like making a video game map to try to get voters to vote for you when it's like...
Here's the thing, though. It's not Biden going
kids.
like, "Hey, do it for me." It's his team being
Right,
like,
this is-
"We're doing this."
Oh, I don't mean it's
doesn't even know
questionable for
what
Biden. I just
Fortnite
mean,
is.
like, it just feels weird.
He probably doesn't even know what TikTok is. Like, Kamala's daughter's the one who made Kamala's TikTok.
Oh, that sucks. Huh. Okay. So one of my favorite weapons is going to be slowly leaking out of my rotation, I guess. So that's probably what this one has too. Yeah, okay. So they've capped my gun that I've been using for my build. I guess they're probably trying to get rid of the meta that exists right now.
Texas Lieutenant Governor is offering $1 million of his own campaign funds for any whistleblowers or tipsters to come forward about evidence of voter fraud.
Any Whizzlers.
Whizzlers.
Alright, well, if they're going to cap my... Like, I know that one is good, too, but this will be higher damage for the time frame.
The fact that he's offering $1 million really just goes to show he doesn't think he's going to actually have to pay it. Like, even he knows.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, "Dude, you lost. Just shut up."
Even people on like his side. Yeah.
Yeah, or like, "Dude, you lost. Go
Did
down
you-
with dignity."
Rachel, did you see the video that, like, Nick had sent me one of them, of the Fox lady just being fucking astonished at the behavior of the people?
No.
And, like, super confused. It was
really good, yeah.
really good.
They had a caller come in and say something about like, CNN might have called this race, and then I don't know if she thought she was off mic or something like that, but the person that worked at Fox News was like, "We called it," and like rolled her eyes.
Yeah.
It was really good.
That's really funny.
I think it's getting to that point where Fox wants to distance themselves because they're like,
Yeah.
no matter what direction this goes, it won't be good.
I think that they also are trying to save face and not be on the losing side right now. I think part of it's not all good.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think
not altruism. It's just funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like when a kid that hangs out with the bully is like trying to not get in trouble because he was hanging out next to the bully when the bully picked on somebody.
Yeah. Oh no, I agree. Yeah, I don't like the idea of.
But I'm not
I don't
a fan
like
of
that
political
political-
opinions being pushed in media/games to a younger age group, even if I support the message. But then there's
No,
like
yeah.
there's that problem of everything is kind of political, which is an argument that people also really hate. But I
Yeah,
definitely
but
agree
maybe,
with
maybe don't
everything
be
it's-
so. Maybe not so transparent that it's literally Biden's
Yeah.
campaign.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that. I don't like it either.
Yeah.
Luckily, nobody seems to give a shit. So.
No, but here's the thing. I also, like, nobody should be like, "Hey, like, play this. It's for whatever." But like, at the same time, I do think kids need to be informed about political situations, even if
I
they
don't-
are too young to understand. It's like
Exactly.
you
They can't understand.
I
They're
think
okay.
if,
The problem is they're too easy to manipulate.
yes.
No, I mean more. I know most parents wouldn't do it this way, but for example,
I can't see
God
shit,
forbid,
Captain.
God forbid, I had a child right now at this point, and they were like 5. Nah, I wouldn't. Pop 10, pop it up to double digits. I would let them know, like, if they asked, like, what's going on, I would let them know, like, this is what this president wants to do, this is what this president, or like, what this guy wants, this is what this guy wants. Mommy believes, or wants to go with
I just
this
wouldn't talk
guy.
to my kid about politics at age 10. Like, age 10
I
me
would.
was definitely into
I get-
politics, but
Yeah,
a
I
lot
get
of
where you're
kids
coming
aren't.
from. You're
If
like
they
trying
ask.
to give them
But
both
I-
sides and everything.
Yeah,
but-
and I wouldn't try to. It's the same thing with my parents are really mad, like, because they know they like in their mind they're like, me and Tyler are going to get married, or in the very least have children together, and they're like, well, you believe one thing, he believes the other. It's like, yeah, I will tell them as many. Oh, I won't because I'm dumb.
Oh, fuck,
I'll let
I'm about to fall
Tyler
into a hole.
tell them everything about everything. It's like, if they have questions, you answer them, and then like, if they go, hey, if my child was like, hey, I want to be a Buddhist, I'd be like, okay, whatever, be a Buddhist, whatever makes you happy.
But,
I
like,
don't
literally
care.
the least harmful opinion is just, I want to be a slightly different religion that's okay.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't care. Like, I hate when people shelter their kids. It's like, if your kids have questions, don't like answer them. I wouldn't be like, hey kid, I'm gonna tell you about politics. But if my kid asked me, like what's going on, I would let them know like this is what like I'd inform them. And if my kid was like, well, I think that this guy is smarter than I like that guy, what that guy's saying more so than that guy, I'd be like, okay, well that's your opinion and you can have it. I wouldn't belittle my child for having a different opinion than me or whoever I have the child with.
Fostering argumentation is always good. Like, I don't agree with the...
It's fucking boring, dude.
I don't agree with the Conservative Party member of Ontario on everything, but a lot of stuff he's, like, really good on. Like, for example, like, just to give a good example of how differing Canadian politics are to the U.S., the Conservative Party member for Ontario, for around here, like, officially his stance is that he is, like, pro-abortion rights, he's pro-LGBT rights and education on that topic, etc. And then he's just like, I just don't believe in all of, like, the liberal stuff in regards to, like, the economy. And it's like, that's if you plop that politician down in America, everyone would be like, he's a leftist.
Yeah, there's no way. Yeah.
Like, he might very well not be the most LGBT-friendly person himself. I don't know him personally, but he's just willing to be like, the politics are clear that that's just not a thing that I should be fucking with.
And here's the thing, I know everybody's like, we should do a recount of all the votes, and I'm like, if you want to do that,
fuck.
It's gonna have the same fucking outcome. There might be 1 or 2 or 3 that are different, but it's gonna be the same fucking outcome.
Oh yeah.
Are there people that are level 2 or 5 in here right now?
You won by enough that it'll be the same. I mean, they're already doing a recount of a lot of states. That's already
I know they're doing a recount of PA. Nevada didn't want to do a recount, which is why they took forever. Basically, it's the ones where they were.
Who runs our provinces as opposed to the country? Yeah.
It's more so like the ones that were real close are the ones that are getting recounted.
Have they called Georgia yet? It's been so long.
I don't think they care anymore.
But I wanted to flip. Imagine a blue Georgia. That's huge.
I think no, Georgia did go blue.
Georgia.
Well, yeah, they went blue for a bit, but they haven't called it yet. I don't know if it actually has. You know.
I'm gonna look it up.
Like, there were some states where they were still like 95% voting, and I was like, oh my god, let it end.
Georgia voted for Biden. Sweet. Biden swung Georgia left. No, cool beans. I mean, we do care. Like,
but for the most part, people go, I'm going to vote Republican regardless of anything, and it's because I'm a member of this party. Whereas people in Canada don't go, I am a member and have always voted for the progressive conservatives. Like, people just go, what's their issues? And then they'll vote for them. Unless you're part of the Bloc Québécois, in which case you've been voting Bloc Québécois for the last 25 years and you live in Montreal.
People are really trying to get rid of Cuomo, and I'm like, why?
Dude, I just took a moment to, like, alt-tab out and look at that coat, and I fucking hate that coat.
It's really bad, right?
That's just a coat, but then they're just like, what if I just added some scratches? You know what that looks like? That looks like a cosmetic that you'd get for, like, 4 cents in, like, a video game. Like, you spent your money on the fake money, but then you want to get something, but you've used it up on, like, the good cosmetics, so you throw this on your alt character to make them look different. That's so shitty looking. My god. Alright, well, I'm alt-tabbed. I'm gonna take a look at this. Yeah, that Mesa looks like pretty good. The Warframe that was posted in the general chat. I'd probably have, like... Well, I was gonna say I'd probably have inverted the colors, but I don't know, because I don't really know the Mesa patterns.
Okay, Georgia has not been called. They're 99% reporting. AP won't call it yet. He's ahead by... like he has 49.5% and Trump has 49.3%. So the last percent make the difference.
Yeah. They also were probably not wanting to recount, because I know Trump said he wanted them to, and they just went,
Just going into your inventory, pause the game. I'm sorry, this is a live service game?
Yeah.
It also doesn't matter, because if even one of these flip states go Biden, he wins. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
he can get all the rest of them back.
Yeah, even if Trump gets Georgia, it doesn't matter. Trump.
Yeah, he could get Georgia, he could get Florida or whatever the fuck else. Like he could get Nevada. It's fine.
The lead was surprisingly wide.
Yeah. The fact that the thing that made Biden win was the fact that Biden got Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pennsylvania has Pennsylvania on college lists, yeah.
I paused to take a look at a guy, and he just shot me instantly and killed me. Oh, I love and I hate when you start a game, and it's like, congrats, the level cap has been raised, and you're like, everything can kill me now. Yeah, no, Destiny, like, you are always in a map where other people are accessible to, unless you are in a map where it is an instance. And then because it's instanced, you know, you can't pause because it's still...
Unless you have a team going, and then you can't pause it.
Well, no, like, I mean, you can't pause Destiny ever. You can just go to, like, a quiet area and sit there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's kind of like Dark Souls. Like, even if you are playing Dark Souls offline, you can't pause it because it's just built that way.
I don't want to take my friend to the doctor's tomorrow.
That's reasonable, honestly.
I really don't. Because one, I can't go in, and two, I can't leave, because what if they get out? And I don't want to be like, I'm going to the store while you're in there, so I just have to sit there until they're finished, which their doctor is like, could take anywhere from 45 minutes to 4 hours.
What?
They've been passing out, like, randomly. They'll just fall.
Up to 4 hours?
Blood work.
Yeah.
Blood work takes fucking forever here in the US.
I was gonna say, because, like, up here, blood work is like, you go in, you wait maybe, depending on, like, if you've shown up at a bad time with the lineup, right? Maybe like an hour, they take you into an area, they take your blood, and then they send you home, and they're like, we'll call you back.
Nope, usually they try to tell you the quick things that they can tell you.
Waited
right
about
then
3
and there.
hours and 30 minutes to see my family doctor a few weeks ago. Yeah, I imagine right now with COVID, going to a family doctor might be a bit of a different circumstance than anything else.
And the thing that they're testing, I know one of the things they're going to be testing is pregnancy. Like, is Cameron pregnant? Which I think is funny because I've always seen Cameron as a boy. And I forget all the time that they're trans.
I forgot you have a vagina. Thank you.
So, like,
that's what I wanted.
He still has the parts. So they're like, we're going to test you for pregnancy. You might be pregnant. And Cameron's like, I can assure you that I'm not.
Okay, so Pasta's giving some dissenting results here, saying that they just say, like, yeah, it's just whatever, like, the next day or whenever.
No, anytime I've ever gotten blood work, they make me sit there for a couple hours, tell me the results they can tell me then and there, and then they send me home.
I would not.
I've never had it done before, but whenever my dad does it, he just goes in, they draw the blood, then he goes away and they call him.
Yeah. I think that you just have crazy people running that place.
It is New York. I mean, granted, anytime I do go to the doctor, they always instantly blame everything on my weight, and I'm just like, I get it, I'm fat, but that's not... Me being fat doesn't have anything to do with my hand hurting. Like, when I crushed my hand in the garage door when I lived at the old apartment complex, and when I went to the doctor, I was like, I crushed my hand in the door, it might be broken. He's like, okay, well, you are overweight. And I'm like... And I just stare at him, like, I don't understand what that has to do with anything.
I literally told you, I hit my hand in an object. Yeah, but maybe you didn't feel it at first because you were too fat. No, I feel it, that's why I'm here. Like, what are you talking about?
So, like, now, like, thankfully, my old OBGYN I didn't like, because they always brought up my weight as being a problem. My current OBGYN, anytime I go in, she asks me questions. She's like, how are you feeling? I'm like, everything's fine, just fat. She's like, well, that does have some... She's like, the reason you're overweight is because you have a disease, so...
Yeah, it's always kind of fucked when it's like, you're overweight and you acknowledge that that has negative health implications, but then they're like, it's a health implication that's causing you to be overweight.
Yeah, I had to tell the one time, I went in to get, like, a stupid fucking physical for work. And they were legit like, you were very obese. And I'm like, I know I'm fat, but it's because I have this thing. And they're like, that doesn't make you fat. And I'm like, it literally does. It makes you fat. And so I had to have them call my OBGYN, and she was like, yeah, what is that thing? That is scary.
That's a new Vex.
She was like, yeah, she's overweight, and it's because of XYZ. Like, shut the fuck up. We're working on it.
It's like, a medical professional told me this. Yeah, but I'm also a medical professional. You're also a different person. Like,
yeah. Yeah. Also, none of my old doctors understand and or believe what PCOS is. It's only my OBGYN who's like, this is a thing. Like, a lot of women have it.
shocker that a person who specializes in women's genitalia and organs knows more than a person who does not have a specialty.
Yeah, but you think they'd listen? If I'm like,
no, doctors are super proud. They like
totally.
Not all doctors are, but like a lot of doctors will actively refuse to believe other doctors' diagnoses.
It's insane. It's like my OBGYN told me that like the reason that I gained 100 pounds in 4 months is not because I was overeating. It's due to the fact that my body hates me. Like, shut the fuck up.
I love the, like, in chat. Like, I've been reading the stuff, I just haven't been reading out. I love too long, didn't read. My doctor took a fat shit. I clogged the toilet at a doctor's office before.
I have not.
I don't like to use bathrooms in public for specifically that reason. But it was like when I was a child and ergo not pooping properly, and so I just had like a massive poo because I hadn't pooed in like 3 weeks. So
that's too long. I love pooping too much.
I mean, it's up there with things I wish that I could stop my body from ever having to do.
Oh yeah, that too though.
It's like, honestly, if I could just be like an android, I'm down for it. Just take the brain out, stick it in the robot body.
The only thing I wish I could stop is periods, just because those are awful.
I mean, you can.
Oh, you know.
Remove organs.
No, because here in the US, unless you're 35 and have 2 kids, they will not.
No, you can. You just have to find somebody.
It's really hard. It's so hard.
You have to find somebody like who's willing to do some semi-shady shit.
Yeah, it's real. And here's the thing, though. There is no law saying you have to be 35 and have 2 kids to get. It's just a lot of them are like, what if you regret it?
I think that is a fair thing to say, though.
It's a fair thing to say, but it's like if you want kids that fucking bad, adoption's a thing, bitch.
Again, I do think it's like a fair thing to at least warn people about, though, because like.
Oh, 100%, but you shouldn't go, no, not gonna do that.
At least with men, it's more reversible unless you straight up remove the balls.
Well, here's the thing. I told because my parents were all like, it's wrong to get abortions, birth control's bad.
Hi.
And I'm like, because they're just like, if you get pregnant, like, you shouldn't be having sex unless you want to get pregnant in the first place, kind of thing. I'm like, first off, y'all ain't Catholics. I don't know where that idea came from. But okay.
Also, you had a babby with another man that is not my dad.
Yeah, so you also fucked dad out of marriage, so
the hypocrisy of people that are hyper-religious is always fucking wild.
It's amazing, right?
Also, I do love Snaps joining NL's Rocket League tournament and almost getting in there.
Oh, wait, what? Did you make it?
Won the first 2 games, 8 or 9-0, lost in the 3rd round.
Nice.
Not bad.
I told my mom, I was just like, you know what they should have? Like, if you guys, because I told them, I feel like, because it's real hard for, like, unless you have health insurance, most girls can't get on any sort of birth control or whatever. And it usually fucks them up. Like, when I was on birth control, it made me gain weight and get acne, and I'm like, fuck this shit. And, like, it's just bad. It's bad.
Yeah, my ex gained weight on it, but not, like, a huge amount, but it did make her,
bad.
Like, constantly angry.
Yeah.
Like, she was already an angry person, so...
Like, and, like, when they put my IUD in, at first it was in incorrectly, and that's why I was having literally birthing contractions, because my body was like, the fuck is this
I do love
thing?
the idea that, like, hey, we installed your birth control incorrectly. It's like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, they did, and then I had to go, and that's when I found out that my cervix is tilted back. Anyway. I was like...
Bodies are, like, nightmare horror.
I was like, I'm like, they should just have it where men get vasectomies all the time, because that can be reversed when people want to start having kids. And my dad's like, well, that's
a test right now for a cream to put on your balls to make you not fertile for a period of time.
Yeah,
I don't know if I would like it though.
My dad's like, that's wrong. It's my body, and I just stared at him. I'm like, your body, your choice. And he just got quiet and stared at me, and I'm like, say it.
It's one of those things where it's like accidental leftist Twitter posts.
Yeah.
Where a guy says something, and it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I just looked at him, and then he kind of realized what he was saying.
It's a good idea, actually.
It's like
Love 2 day in a row, the American healthcare system is a nightmare stream. I mean, let's face it, it's 2 days in a row of the stream, but it's a lifetime for you guys.
I don't know, it just pisses me off. Like, because here's the thing, a woman can get pregnant once, right? And then if she gets pregnant, she cannot get pregnant again for 9 months. But a guy can get a woman pregnant every day of every year.
Men can do my body, my choice, but women are property, so it's fine.
But, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, so in reality, if you want to be on the whole, you should just be careful, birth control, fuck abortions thing, it's like, well, then men should be getting vasectomies, because one, those can be reversed, and two, a man can technically do more damage than a woman can. So, and then he was like, my body, my choice.
Yeah,
now,
it's like,
I'm
one woman can get pregnant one time and have one baby, and maybe twins or like etc. if you're getting into the like the freaky percentage chances, right? But like one dude can be like, I'm gonna fuck 18 women.
Literally can fuck a woman every day, get her pregnant, get a different woman pregnant every day, and then he magically has 365 children.
There are dudes out there that I don't understand how they're like, yeah, I've got 3 baby mamas, and it's just like, dude, like, how are you doing this to yourself? Like, why are you doing this to yourself? And it's like, oh, well, I don't pay child support. It's like, well, there's the crux of it.
Okay, so the sperm that doesn't ejaculate because you get a vasectomy, it just gets absorbed into your body.
Remember those monks that do that?
It takes 3 months after until you can actually not worry about getting pregnant. Though.
Yeah, because it has to get flushed out.
It has to heal up and everything.
You gotta really work on flushing it out.
Tyler, would you get a vasectomy? Well, I mean, it doesn't matter now because I have an IUD, but would you?
I mean, if I had to, or if I'm like old enough.
I'll just get one.
Like, here's the thing: if I'm like, I've got 2.5 children or whatever, who knows? Like maybe 1, maybe 3, somewhere in that area. I'll just sit there and be like, yeah, that's enough.
No matter what, I'm going to adopt. So.
Yeah.
Genetically making it impossible for men and women to have children, and we just moved to growing babies in an artificial womb. I mean,
let's go.
I mean, if we had a viable way to do that without it like being fucked up, I'm not against that.
No,
just crank
I want
it a
to
ton and get
pregnant.
rid of the leftover sperm.
Excuse me. I want to experience pregnancy.
What?
I do. I want to.
There's a large amount of people that really want to experience it.
It is.
Yeah.
I want to experience it once because in my mind, here's the thing: I don't care what other women want to do with their bodies.
VR Preggers game, make it happen. Preggers.
My own personal. It's just like my own personal thing is I want to experience what it is like to be pregnant. I want to experience the birth. I want to have a natural birth. I don't want to have an epidural. I want to experience.
You want to scream really loudly, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you want to be in pain for hours and days.
But I want to experience. I want to experience what it's like, and then probably after that, never have kids again.
So I do just want to say, because this came to mind, and it's a complete pull off from like the actual, like serious topic of it. When Snap said Preggers game, all I could think of is 1, Ender's Game, but 2. Like, you start the game, right? And it starts off like one of your typical, like, indie games on Steam where it's, like, you know, simplified graphics, kind of cutesy, and you're playing as, like, a sperm that has to swim up, right? And then as the streamer swims up and gets to the egg and fertilizes the egg, he just goes, "Oh yeah, we did it, guys. Poggers, preggers in chat." And just curses everybody with that. Like, imagine some guy just screaming preggers in chat.
Wow, they didn't have to cut you open to do like vasectomies anymore. They just stick in like needles of some kind and just card around it.
That almost worries me more.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's better in like every way.
Yeah, it hurts less and it heals faster.
Yeah.
Because like beforehand, they used to put you under. Now they don't. They just give you a numbing agent.
We did it, Reddit. We did it, Reddit. We got her pregnant. There has to be a guy who's like live streams like his whole life or like vlogged it or whatever, right? And then when he got his wife pregnant, he was like, "We did it, chat." And it's like, we?
I don't know. I think I know there's a lot of women out there who I know this is a joke, but like I know a lot of women out there who don't want to experience what childbirth is like, and then I know the same amount who do want to experience it.
Well, I mean, you are the prime example of flipping between those.
Yeah, I didn't want kids for the longest time, and then I met you when we dated, and I'm like, oh, babies sound fun.
Which is hilarious, because it's like you've experienced firsthand the destructive force of mental illness and went, yeah, that's cool to put it in.
I'm gonna laugh so hard, though, if we have a kid and it's just a jock.
As a prank, hack Nick's account and change it to Preggers Games.
Like, we have a child and he or she, like, doesn't like video games, doesn't like nerd shit, like, bad at school.
There is a very strong chance, well, bad at school would happen anyway, because I'm good at school, but I didn't do any work, so it kind of evened out.
I'm just dumb. But, like, I want them to be, like, I want us to, like, you and I have to, like, go to, like, football games.
There is a strong chance that might happen, because, I mean, like, early in my life, I was still a huge nerd, but I was also, like, into all the martial arts stuff, and I was really good at it.
No, I don't want martial arts. I want...
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, athleticism is in there. I just didn't do it.
Wear school jerseys.
Oh, I wouldn't ever wear school jerseys for...
I want to have to, like, bake things for fundraisers. I want to, like, hate the other kids' mothers, but, like, be snarkily nice to them.
Holy
because,
shit,
like,
pasta,
I know
that's
I'm better
great.
than you.
I love, like, that's my sister. My parents watch, like, classic Doctor Who, Star Trek, Star Wars, all that shit.
I mean, my parents' date days, they play Call of Duty together.
That's fucked up. I hate your parents so much.
They play Call of Duty together.
Because it's just, like, the most American, like, boomer thing is, like, what if we just pretended to be soldiers for the night?
Dude, a vasectomy is at most, like, $1,000.
Yeah, and that's if you don't have health insurance.
I'm getting a vasectomy.
And it's reversible.
Only because condoms suck. That's the only reason.
Wait, what?
Only because condoms suck.
They really do. Which is, like, the reason why Rachel ended up getting her thing.
Yeah, the IUD.
There was a huge discussion about this sort of thing on Pat and, like, Paige's stream once. And, like, a bunch of people in chat got really mad because, like, Paige and him both had that same thought of just, like, oh yeah, that shit sucks, never use them. And then somebody was like, don't tell kids that are watching you to not use protection. And he's like, that's not my problem if they're stupid.
With the STD thing that I think Snaps mentioned in chat, it's like, if you're only being intimate with your partner, you don't have to worry about STDs. Unless you think your partner's unfaithful, and then why are you with that partner?
Yeah, it's like, no offense, but, like, do you think that I really am a person that needs to be...
No.
Like, you know, a concern in terms of that? Like, I've had one previous partner, and aside from that, I, like, had one person sort of interested, and then I just scared them off.
I frequently got tested when I went through my loose phase, so...
Yeah, but they don't always take is the scary thing.
No, I'm
not saying for you guys. Yeah, that's fair. That is a real concern for people who actually are in relationships where the people are, like, potentially off.
Yeah, if you do not trust your partner, please wear condoms. But, like, Rachel and Nick don't seem like the kind of people who would cheat. Tyler doesn't ever leave his house.
cheating because he's just too lazy.
Nick,
yeah, but they had to know new people and stuff. No way.
Tyler never leaves his fucking house, and I have a weird I have a almost. What is the? I'm oddly dedicated.
Yeah,
to
I agree they wouldn't work with everyone, but I mean that just applies to anything anyway.
If there's any ladies in the chat, get the copper IUD. One, because anytime I go through a metal detector, I think I have to have a paper because some metal detectors might pick it up, and I have to go. I have a copper IUD in my vagina.
Just spool some wire into your cervix. Yeah, like just run it around in there until it becomes a nice, smooth coat.
Running across the parking. What is she doing? What is she doing? She doesn't know me.
Also, speaking about women in chat and also Rachel's, your Rachel like followed me a while ago when not when we were streaming, like when we were offline. And it was really funny to me because it was right after Shepard did, and I'm like, two people that will never be here.
Hey, she was there last night.
Oh no!
She said, "I can hear you talking from the basement. Are you streaming?" I said yes, and then suddenly she was like talking about, like messaging me about things we were talking about.
That's really funny. That's incredibly good. Use the copper IUD to smuggle stuff through metal detectors.
Yeah.
Also, Nick is at work right now.
I legit have to carry a piece of paper when I go through saying I have a metal IUD in my vagina, and that's why the metal detector is going off. So now anytime I have to go through an airport, it's going to be a pain in the ass. But I couldn't get the plastic one because the plastic one has hormones in it. And I'm like, nah, I just want to kill the babies. Just want to kill.
That's literally the exact verbiage that you use to piss off conservatives. I just want to kill the babies. I just want to kill the babies.
It's just my vagina, not life.
My dad, when he goes through metal detectors, he has to have a doctor's note and x-rays of his metal leg.
I mean, that's extremely fair.
Because every time he goes through, they always pull him aside to the room and be like, what the fuck are you smuggling in your butt? And he's like, literally nothing. It's just my metal leg.
Do they have to wave that wand at your tummy?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know why I hate it when it's like, wave the wand at your tummy. Like, something about the wording of it using tummy is just like, ugh.
Ever forget you follow somebody on Twitter?
All the time.
Oh, yeah.
I'll constantly go, who is this? And there's one person that I follow that changes their name all the time.
I was watching Rachel just scroll through Twitter, and somebody come on her timeline, and it was just like, now's the time to apologize to all the Trump supporters out there and be with them and hug them. And she just went, no, and just unfollowed.
Yeah. I don't understand that shit. It's like, I understand the mentality of not being divisive, but I don't understand the idea of like, this person is actively hostile towards me, time to be...
Big difference, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry if you voted for Trump. I
would
hate
prefer
you,
that every time you die, you have to start the fight from the beginning. Listen, if that was how this game was gonna play, I would just go somewhere else and like power level my character before coming here, but fuck that. I'll continue throwing myself at the wall to slowly do a little bit more damage. Like the noise this gun makes. Reminds me of the pop headshot noise you get in Doom Eternal. I think I might start Doom this weekend. I'm not sure.
Anywhere between 1% and 50% of men complain about sore testicles for up to a year. Between 1 and 50%.
That's such a big difference. There's so much room.
That's so good.
That's enough of like a disparity on that where I would be concerned. Like if you told me it was like 3% of men felt like horrible discomfort, I'd be like, okay, that's still like a really high for me personally.
It's a concern, but it's a concern for sure.
Like 3% is this is a concern, but I'll think about it. Whereas like anything above 10% is a problem.
I didn't realize it'd be so cheap.
Yeah, because all they do is snip.
They don't even snip anymore. They just burn it.
What did they do to heal it then after?
Apparently, only like according to this doctor, at least, like only half the time they can actually reverse it. Sometimes. They can't.
Well,
Which I don't want my genes being passed on, so that's fine.
I see. I
I'm
am for one
torn.
reason, and it's I want to see the nature versus nurture angle.
I want us to not get married and have a kid. That way, our kid has 3 last names.
Oh my god,
You can just give them that while being married, like.
You can just do that.
Like you can just take the name or whatever. Like you can staple my last names onto your last name. Like that's fine. Oh fuck, these guys are skulls. Ah.
I like this article though because they're talking about the price of a vasectomy, and they're like, yeah, but it's cheaper than like an abortion or like a bunch of Plan B pills or a kid. So
I'm a gotcha player. I've won the worst odds against me. I love the idea of somebody being like, I never pull out because I'm a gotcha player. The odds aren't in my favor anyway. It's like, no. Don't have to change your name at all when you get married. Yeah, she doesn't have to, but I think she just wants to also have the name. But it's like, why you would want the name? Like, it's cursed.
yeah, that makes sense.
Watch, I change my last name, and then all of the good luck comes flowing in.
What if it's a blood curse where it's like, it passes on to the next child? Like fucking Matt with his terminology of bio curse.
I mean, PG doesn't have any bad luck. Well, his
He
house did.
literally had his entire apartment robbed.
But that's the only bad thing that's ever fucking happened to him. It's the only bad thing. And I still think the only reason his house got robbed is because he said he would give me his laptop. And like whatever angel that's not taking care of me that's kicking around was like, oh hey. Oh hey. She's getting a laptop, and the demon that wants to fuck my shit up went to my brother's apartment and just broke everything out.
So here's your solution, Easy, is that you just change your last name to something you think is cool. Like you do what like movie stars do, or like musicians.
Wanna Die. That's what my name was gonna be. But it'll be spelled funny. So people are like, oh, what is your last name? Want to Die.
Take her last name genuinely. I mean, that's always the thing you could do too.
No. Tyler, my last name doesn't sound good.
It sounds the same. Like it's not good or bad. Like I would say that my name doesn't sound bad. It's just weird as shit. Johnson Jr.
Around the car lot right now.
I just wish I didn't have to spell my last name whenever I told it to someone. I always have to specify there's a hyphen, so. And then everybody always gets confused because it has multiple double letters in it.
It is dumb.
That's why Quebec is so cool, they just know it. I like Quebec because they know how to say my name. It's a really funny take.
We never like text each other to find each other. We just kind of drive around and go, oh, hi.
I never give exact instructions. I leave it vague so that way it's like a quest in a video game. They have to go to the general area.
Let's get towards the end of the day. We should meet up, get ready to close everything. No, that's her. That's not her.
The funny part is
cars.
people in France don't know how to say it. The Québécois do. I mean, Québécois French and like French are very different things.
The whole like shortage of cars is kind of over. Like we're all packed up now. Just
More cars to steal.
We have to buy shit from the church.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking buy that church. I found it.
I love
We're gonna
this,
tear it.
like, we need to buy a church thing. It's
We're gonna tear
very-
it down. It's in the way.
Progress, doing the Lord's work. Ah, my brain. Nick, do you remember the movie The Descent?
Oh, I think he vanished because he's found friend.
That's possible. We'll wait until he comes back. Yeah, I'm not Nick, but I do. This is semi-targeted towards him, but the reason that I bring it up is just, man, like, isn't the Forest just kind of The Descent, but then it has, like, some supernatural and, like science elements behind it? We bought a Zoo 3, we bought a bank. And we bought a Zoo 3, Joe Exotic Zoo. Man, The Descent is such a good film. It's definitely a film. I'm not a huge fan personally, but like I like the design of the weird bat people that live in the cave.
Fuck, who put these cars backwards? Oh my god, people.
Are you gonna fix it?
No, it's raining. Fix it tomorrow.
She wants to give that army Stacy.
Oh, Nick's still at work? Yeah, we said that already.
Yeah, I'm still at work. It's raining, so we couldn't do anything. But now it's like almost closing time, so we're gonna start putting stuff away.
But Nick, you remember The Descent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the forest, isn't it?
Oh no, that. I do not remember. I don't think any game that is the forest is the forest.
No, the Descent, the movie, is just the forest. Like, you go into cave and fucked up people are in there.
That I'm not sure, but it does make me want to watch it.
Yeah. Because I recently watched some stuff on The Descent again. I was like, this just makes me think of the forest.
Dude, it was 75 degrees here right now. It just rained.
Give me a movie with people stuck in a cave or a claustrophobic environment, I'll eat it up. Fair enough.
It stopped raining because I put my raincoat away, and then it started pouring.
Yeah, it's like really warm here.
Bye.
It's like extremely warm.
Yeah,
Like, I think it was like 20. It was like 23 degrees above zero today. It's been like almost zero every day until 23 today. I fucking hate these enemies so much. He's got so much shield shit. I hate him. So I've learned I have one big problem that makes me angry. I want to buy bits and pieces for Warhammer conversions rather than have to buy whole kits. But then, because they have to ship from places, people are like, I'm going to charge you $20 for shipping to Canada, which makes them almost as expensive as getting the kit anyway. Right? It's fucked. He just annihilates me. Getting killed by goddamn war plants. Genuinely hate this enemy type. I don't think I've seen that movie, but that's probably because I just don't really watch horror movies. Can I just get a little bit of power, please? I guess DMC 5 Special Edition has a new ending.
Oh.
It's like basically the same thing, but you get like a little bit of extra dialogue between Virgil and Dante.
Oh.
So it's nothing really different in terms of like the overall end content that you'll receive, but you know, if anything, what it has given me is because like I'm not gonna buy the special edition because the special edition's only coming out for other consoles. It's not coming out for PC. It's just like a slight upgrade that's coming to PC, which is fucked. Because they're not giving us like all the special edition content. They're only giving us like Virgil and like a couple of other things. But when I went and I looked up like the ending stuff that had gotten posted in regards to it, all it made me want is just a game where you just are Dante and Virgil the whole game. Like, it would suck if they got rid of Nero for like a game or two. But on the other hand, I really just want a game where it's just the two brothers fighting the whole time. Like, just yelling back and forth at each other. That sucks. Someone suggests that now that Virgil and Dante are in hell, they can actually do Dante's Inferno. Yeah, that would be a good spin-off, I think. Like the mainline DMCs, right? Like you've got your Devil May Cry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6 would include Nero because Nero is the new main boy, basically. But you could have like a spin-off one and have it be like Devil May Cry, Dante's Inferno, and it's just Dante going through hell with Virgil, which makes sense because Virgil led Dante through hell in the Divine Comedy. And technically speaking, Virgil should already be really accustomed to all that sort of shit, considering he spent a lot of time down there with Mundus.
Because back.
Would like a Telltale game of the Divine Comedy? That would be interesting. Except Telltale's like fucking dead. They're a zombie of a company that's just being puppeted now. Ooh, crackle.
Yeah.
Crackle?
Yeah, there was like some crackle on your side for a second.
Hold on, let me see if I can like slide this truck around this corner. Yeah.
Also, that's a really good thing that you sent me, by the way. That Connor.
It's really good, right?
Oh, I have received a thing? Hold on, what's
I love
this?
driving a 2021 Silverado and just being like, I'm going to turn trash control off in the rain and just fly around a corner.
I love how no one's getting mad that you're doing it.
They do not care. If you buy a brand new car, know that somebody beat it up.
Somebody.
Me. Dude, look at this. So there's a gate that we have that is not
Don't
working.
call the area that I'm in that, Snapper.
I'm literally using this brand new truck as a gate because the gate is broken. So we are putting it in the place of the gate. So stupid this shit is, which I'm doing a terrible job of lining up right now, I gotta say.
What gate do you have?
We have like an auxiliary lot. This is a gate for it. I put it all sideways with those.
Did you ever find out who robbed and stole those cars?
Bunch of kids.
I think they were arrested, yeah. It was almost entirely kids. There were only a couple of people over 18.
But it was like a big ring of it, as it were.
It was a lot of people, though.
Did they do it because they wanted to sell them or just because joyrides?
We think joyride. We don't really know, though. Oh, no, they were using them as a scheme to sell, to steal cell phones from places? I don't know. I gotta go again. Weird things.
It was a whole ordeal, if I remember correctly. I love these mechs, but I hate these mechs. They look so cool, but they take so fucking long to kill. God, I hate so much that you called these things cum pools.
He's not wrong.
Oh, hi.
I will bring your corpse to Erebus again. I will forge myself.
They're... Oh, okay. You know what? I'm starting to learn how they say their language. So the enemy that we're fighting is named Aramis. That is going to be hard. Fuck. We're gonna have to swap out weapons, I think. I don't know for certain, but I think we're a little underpowered, potentially. But it's like the enemy's name is Aramis. They're the Kel of the House of Darkness, and so their name is now Aramis Kel. Like, all one word. Oh, that hurt. Fuck! Okay, well, we're definitely in a bit of a problem where I forced my way through an area underleveled. I fucking love this new shoddy. Yeah, it does look very nice. Whoa! That was fucking weird.
I will bring your corpse to Aramis Kel. I will forge myself of armor.
Okay, sidearms, still really good. Fuck. Yes, please. Give me more ammo. Give me other stuff. Oh, this is gonna be a long fight. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit of one.
Stop, dude. Not you, the cat.
I'd figured. Okay. Oh boy. Hi guys. I'm Fear. Okay, get the heavy gun. Prepare it. Oh, nope. Get it over there. Clean out these guys, because we don't want any of them in here. Ooh, that hurt. Hi! Nah, we're gonna just leave, I think. Okay, I hate this. I have done the thing that Nick and I always do. I have put myself in a situation where I'm drastically underpowered to be fighting the thing, and the thing has many levels. Oh, sick. Cool. I hate it. Because I guarantee that if I die, I'm gonna have to do this whole fight again. Fuck. I died. I knew they were coming from both sides. I should have moved, but I didn't want to get into the way of the creature above. I'm gonna have to do that whole thing again, aren't I? This is probably gonna be a Noid has to quit the boss after getting to the boss. No? Yeah. It's the same. Okay. Well, this is a problem now, isn't it? Okay. We just have to not get hit ever, it turns out. Fuck, he says as he gets taken out by a fucking dreg. Gonna have to mute you for now, because story, I mean, that's whatever. Like, I'm just in the middle of a fight. I don't think I literally have a way to withstand this. I think that this is literally just going to have to be take your time and not die, which is a problem.
I will bring your cause to Erebus again. I will forge myself a beat in your armor.
Reload gun. Listen, Matt. Yeah. Stop calling it that. I hate it. Oh shit, they actually did it? They had Virgil fight Dante instead of Red Virgil. That's pretty funny. You thought it was going to be a coup in the US? I mean, fair enough. You guys are living in uncertain times. Okay, please don't do this to me, guys. Fuck off! Oh my god, I killed that man before I got hit, but it didn't give me the HP back in time. Ah! And this is why they never should have gotten rid of the Solar Warlock ability to self-resurrect every time that you died. Also, the fact that it takes ammo away from you between resets is really fucked.
It's always done that, though.
It's always fucked. It, like, other games, like, have just, like, a checkpoint reload to get your stuff back, and I always just thought that Destiny should have that for if you died in the middle of, like, a fight. Get me out! Well, apparently I couldn't tap O long enough to get out, which is ridiculous considering how hard I was tapping it. Long O press. Yeah. I held and it didn't go away. And then I tapped hard and it didn't go away. Beforehand it was also like, hey, smash. You know what this is? This is encouragement for multiplayer. Like, the stasis ability is definitely encouragement for multiplayer, because now that we have the ability to freeze enemies in place, and enemies can freeze us in place, and it is like a guy can just melee you to free you out of stasis, they're trying to make people not be... Also, due to how hard this is of an area to immediately get thrown into, I feel like it's definitely trying to stop people from just playing solo.
Yeah, but like, a game shouldn't force you to be multiplayer either.
No, it shouldn't, or it should matchmake you.
Yeah. Or in the very least, like, oh, you're playing by yourself, we're gonna make this a difficulty that you can do by yourself. Oh, you're playing with one other person, up the difficulty. Two people, up
scaling.
the difficulty.
Just gonna toss that out there. This is fine. Get out of here. No, I'm not gonna get smacked right now. Oh, apparently I'm gonna get shot in the thigh and it's gonna kill me instead. Yeah, this is definitely a I should have gone and just fucked around with more areas before coming here, but instead it was like, no, I'm just gonna do the story to see how much story I can get in before I have to work. Because I'm not gonna want to do the story when I'm at work. I won't be able to hear anything. And of course, my weapons that I want to use are not ideal, because they have decided to get rid of the meta for my particulars. For some reason. Okay. Can you just phase 2, please? Oh, you're, like, really gonna do this to me, huh? Oh, there it is. Shit, 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 shit. I'm sorry, I went to cast. Thank you. Okay. For fuck's sake. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back, I think. I don't think I have the damage output to do this. Like, even if I was running, like, a full demolitionist build, I don't think I have it. Because these things can only go up to, like, 150, 160. And I'm only sitting at, like, 155, and these things are all, like, a solid 50 points over me. Let's just try and throw on just, like, a little bit extra. Only gets us, like, 160. Oh my goodness. I'll just stick with some of my old strats and hope they work. Need explosives, though. Hi, guys. Ooh, hello. Thank you. Okay, so even with the damage being capped, basically, as lower, I think that this gun still might just be better for me. Having watched them, I do like the new DMC5 ending cutscenes. Yeah, they're pretty good. Hi, guys. Okay, disliking this quite a lot. Holy fuck. I just wanted to heal for a second. Let me do my thing, video game. Oh my god. And because of course I'm me, it's like, I'm just gonna do this until work. And then if it does turn out that it's like, yeah, you're supposed to be here like, you know, let's just say like an extra half hour from now, I'm just gonna come back and be like max leveled for the fucking story and just rip through it. Because when I'm at work, a lot of the time if it's slow, I just play like the Crucible mode and just tank my team's win rates. Pretty annoyed that missed, to be honest. Oh, they're still chasing me. Stop making me miss by slightly moving to the left. Oh, you totally do just spawn more dudes, huh? I don't know why I thought that keeping one alive would prevent that, but some small part of my brain did. Fuck! Oh my god! Like, just existing in a space where basically everything 1 to 2 hit kills me after playing Destiny for however long it was that I was playing before, where I was literal walking god, just stepping through everybody, and anytime I touched them, they would just turn into, like, orbs of light and, you know, throwing out explosions that did massive damage to areas, which would refill my abilities, which would then let me just beat people up so that way I could get infinite HP. It's like, yep, that ability's not really happening anymore. Alright. There we go. I swear they've nerfed the accuracy of this gun on top of the other stuff that they've done to it. Oh, this is gonna be not good if I don't get out of the pool. Don't like that. Nah, dudes. Nobody touches me. That's just like a personal rule. I genuinely cannot believe this dipsy doodling bullshit is working, though. I'm just gonna fly away, thanks. Okay. Lady, can you get your shield off your body? Because, like, I really want... Or, I honestly can't tell if you're a man or a woman, so, like... Yeah, thanks. Could you just show up so I can shoot you? Appreciated. God, this is a dance that we are doing. Dancing on a razor's edge, if you would. I'm curious why they've changed out their summoning tactics, but I'm sure there's supposed to be a reason. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh, one of you's still alive. Cool. Okay. Round 3. Sick. I don't know where to go. Up there, I guess. Yo, for real. Fuck this person. Fuck this creature. This is the dumbest shit. I hate everything.
Mm.
Oh. Yeah, those guys are a little bit strong, aren't they? It's okay, as long as I keep moving like this, then nobody can hurt me.
Instantly dies.
Not yet. It's getting a bit dicey, though. Oh yeah, there's definitely more of a delay than I remember being on the heal that you get from when you kill people. Dude, this fucking sucks. Oh, of course they have a shield now. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Okay. It activated stasis at just the right plot moment. So I literally have acquired plot armor. Now I just have to wait for my supers to come back. I too now have the ability to hurt you with weird darkness abilities. Congrats. Okay, so I survived literally long enough for plot armor to kick in. And that's all that was needed, was to BS the game.
So you did it?
Not yet, but it's like kind of trivialized at this point, you know? Like they're just giving me infinite supers, so I might as well just count it. Like the US election. The numbers do not lie. Love how the Discord talk made zero influence on this. I mean, you guys having like discussions in Discord, I'm not going to be reading that right now. I see it happening. Okay, there we go. We now have Phylax, Splinter of Darkness. Incredibly
I also don't
stupid.
pay attention to the Discord, so...
Yeah, she has her own Discord where the last post that I saw on it was, please tell me this Discord isn't dead.
Destroying the
It is
general
very
doesn't
dead.
destroy the army.
Mm.
But this is a start, at least. Let's get that Splinter back to camp.
Okay, my favorite gun is now stronger again. Ugh. Got taken out as I was in the menu. Well, just as I got out of the menu, but you know. Maybe you were taking so long they took pity. I don't believe it. I believe that that ending area was scripted for the last little bit of it there. I do definitely think that I was supposed to go in there with 2 other people and maybe be like another 100 levels higher, or maybe 50 even. Given all the stuff in there was at like light level like 1,100, and I was at like 150 or 1,050 rather. Eat bread you must. Hello. That is a great name to see in a Destiny ride by you. I love Destiny names, especially when people... I don't like Zoo Slave. That worries me. But I like when people, like, get the text files that they use for the tanks and shit like that, and they just make their name just a tank. Crimson King, hello. Predacon, oh my god, these names. Got Magnus the Red here, and we've got angry Beast Wars characters. No. Hello, give me plot progression.
Aramis's presence on Europa is not happenstance. Temptation set the wheels in motion, but obsession propelled her here. To destroy the light with an army of darkness, she and her followers make those selfish choices moment to moment. The darkness places a spotlight on our desires, as it once did me and those I cared about. For a time, I had forgotten. Humanity relies on our selfless acts to bring about a better world. Darkness is no more than a tool with which we do so. With splinters of darkness still in hand, Aramis remains an immediate danger to humanity. Look within.
Born in the same year as The Matrix, went to Antarctica on the same day, month, and year as Minecraft release. Has to live living in a shitty country. Also, the British took the Falklands away from us. Gotcha. Attune your Splinter of Darkness with the next stasis seal. Alright. I just thought about something. Okay, thank fuck. I was gonna say, like, they're sunsetting some of my favorite weapons, it turns out, but are they getting rid of my helmet? And the answer is no, and that's all I care about. Because that helmet basically makes this build work.
Screen got real laggy for a second.
Yeah, that's gonna happen sometimes. We've only dropped a total of 240 frames today, which is not a lot at all, considering that we've output like several thousand.
I mean, I don't know the meaning of all that. I'm just letting you know that it got a little framey for a second.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Commune with the next crux of darkness and brave, whatever. Okay, well, I think that we'll do that in, like, another situation. Because it's about 8 o'clock right now. It's been about 3 hours. I might not end the stream at this moment, but, like, I don't think it would be good to get into another story mission. Because I have to do the work. That is the thing that I will have to do. Crystocrene boots. Alright, well, we're gonna head back to the tower really quick, because there's new stuff here. Vanguard Communications. Listen to the transmissions of Allah's office. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go back for a second. I wish that they would give us something to do in space between transit. Like, I know some people don't like the ability to go into space in games like this. They just want just on the ground action sort of thing. But it kind of makes me think of like freaking Star Fox, in Star Fox Adventures when you flew between the planets. You had to do like a little mission. I'm not saying to always do that, but it would be nice. Yeah, I know that in Warframe you can like walk around your ship and shit. And that there's like space missions now and stuff like that. Gummy ship minigames? Yeah, that's also another way to look at it. Konami copyrighted minigames on loading screens for 25 years. That's true, but it doesn't have to be a loading screen. They can just load you into a minigame, as it were. Oh, that's something I didn't look at. I'll look at that in a sec, actually. Lore. We now have lore tabs that look nice. Look at that. I'm sorry, I discovered 2, 3, 4, and 5, but I haven't discovered 1. I've discovered 11. I'm sorry. I do like that there is a lore tab in the game now, so you don't have to just... Like, there was in the last expansion too, but this one just makes it look nice. Exotic catalysts. Okay, so it like tells you what all of the different catalysts are, so you can track your progress in them. Metals. I've never gotten any of these seals, and I will never get any of these seals, because some of these places are gone now. Honestly, seals are so tough to get, unless you have like a team. What were we doing? Right, we were going to go into the seasonal stuff that we can see. We're going to take a look at some of the shaders and stuff. Because we should have whatever the next new ones are. Yeah, here we go. So nothing there. What was lawful neutral? Is that... I want to say lawful neutral's colors are just a Futurama reference, because that is like a almost beige orange brown. And then the rest of it's gray, and in Futurama the neutral people are gray, and then when they have like an alert come across of an emergency, they're like, "Sir, it's a beige alert." But that's probably not a Futurama reference. I'm probably just reading way too into it. Horizon Blush?
Probably.
I mean, this looks okay. This is almost like a good paint scheme for like a Warhammer. Amethyst Bloom. Is this going to be a Rachel? Yeah, that's a bit of a Rachel. It's just bright pink and white.
Oh, I actually really like that.
Yeah. See? Because it's a lot of white, and then it's some pink.
I do like white and pink.
And then there's the Laguna Cruiser. It's just like the same thing but blue. What do we have in here? I'm sorry, Cryptic Insignia? I don't recognize that symbol, so I'm assuming that this is a new one. Pretty standard. I don't like that it takes me back every time when I, like, leave out of that. But nothing else there, huh? Okay, tower.
They won't like this.
Nothing. Okay, so we have Gilded Smoke, Gilded Frost, Bright Warning, Shattered Sky. Gilded Smoke. Oh, I like Gilded Smoke a lot. I don't think it's better than what I have now because I really like the pattern effect that's on the armor. But this is like a good, simple, dark color with good metallics. I like that a lot. This is like something that I would have run if I didn't have the one I currently have. And I might still end up using this at some point if I get bored of the one that I have, if I get a gun that has it. Gilded Forest, or Gilded Frost, rather. I mean, this is basically what I used to use when I used the Callus one, except the Callus one was a lot brighter and shinier, so this is like somebody slapped a coat of, like, Null Oil over it and just darkened it all down. Bright Warning. Ooh. Ugh. Yep, if I see a person with that shader, it is definitely a warning to stay away from them.
Ew.
And that's just a basic shader. Fair enough. What was this that got linked? I'm at the adult novelties. I'm at the German fedoras. I'm at the Magic Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm at the airsoft guns. I'm at the combination adult novelties, German fedoras, Magic Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh! Airsoft guns. That really is a store that just sells all of that bullshit, huh?
That's a store you stay away from.
That's a store that I want to know what the adult novelties are if you sell airsoft guns and magic cards. Okay, so we're going to look at some of the transmat effects, see what we can see. So, Stalker's entrance looks alright. Dude, I hate that this just pulls you right back out every time. Eh. Nah. They're all fine. They're nothing exceptional. Masks don't matter right now. Oh, that's really good. One of the finishers that you can get now is just you create a holographic gun and shoot them with it. Okay, you're telling me to access the details of my ghost. I've accessed ghosts. Oh, right. I understand now. They're doing it because you can now upgrade your ghost, so your ghost actually has, like, a way to make you stronger now. There's a reason to use your ghost besides just cosmetics. But it's still basically just a cosmetic. It's just that you can now upgrade your ghosts.
They won't like this.
Wow, look at that. We have a masterworked ghost. That took literally no time. Flickering light increases experience gains. Well, we're gonna keep the experience gains because I like having increased experience. Why would I want anything else? Detects caches. Detects resources. I don't care about any of these, to be honest. Increases glimmer gains. Kind of care about that, but not really. Generate gunsmith telemetry. I wish there was one where it was just like drops more ammo or something. Crucible winds have a chance to drop an additional piece of legendary gear. See, those aren't bad because at least then when you're running things, you have a chance to get more resource. But we'll worry about that later. I do like that they have made it so you can customize your ghosts, though. Because remember how it used to be that, like, your ghosts would have stats attached to them? But you couldn't ever change them?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, now you can just make your ghost whatever you want. So if I wanted to use this, like, Evangelion-looking fucker here, I could do that. new Yakuza game is out. Yeah, there is also the new Yakuza game. That loaded weird for a minute. Oh, it went into the legacy triumphs and seals. Interesting. Okay, so some seals that are here are still available to get. Like, you can still get the Unbroken one and stuff. You can still get the Last Wish one and stuff because they're still available. So the other ones that are legacy, I'm guessing they're probably never going to come back. Which is fair.
Checking now.
Wild Hunt Bond?
Transfer.
Persistent Blaze? Uh, 93. Nah. We'll
Ow.
take that. You okay?
Yeah, I'm just stupid.
What'd you do?
I'm just stupid.
It's not an answer of what you did. Ooh, okay.
Check.
So that's a 93 as a main weapon. We got 91. So what do we sacrifice it to? That one gives me the ability to use explosives again, but that one is just high damage. I guess we'll give it to the high damage. Just because I do end up using that one a lot more than I end up using the pistol. Okay, we're slowly getting up there.
Check. All done.
Right, I don't have any more of those.
All done.
And I know that they still have a thing, but that is unimportant right now. I don't know what any of that means. If you don't know our discussion. Yeah, I'm lost on that. I apologize. Okay, so they're sunsetting 3 of my favorite guns, which fucking sucks. So I guess we're going to tuck away those guns because they're getting sunset. We're going to keep the Recluse for now.
Snacks, so I'll be right back.
That's fair. They're sunsetting Revoker. They're sunsetting Randy's throwing knife. We're gonna put the mountaintop away, which is a shame. I'll keep them all because like they are still going to be useful. They're going to be sunsetting this too, aren't they? Yeah, Swarm of the Ravens getting replaced. Shit. They're also sunsetting Edgewise and Delirium. God damn it. All my weapons are getting taken away from me. Gotta diversify my name portfolio. Yeah. That's his. We also just call him Snaps, so get used to that. God, like all the stuff I like is getting sunsetted out. We're just gonna tuck like all of this stuff away. Just that way we have space, you know? Wow, they're sunsetting the fucking substitutional alloy helmet. Okay, we've cleaned up our inventory a bit. So that's the exotic archive. We'll come back to that in a second. Got a bunch of these. We can delete these safely. They don't really do anything. Like, honestly, I'd never swap out those things anyway, so whatever.
Checking right now.
Don't know what persistent blaze does, but whatever. I mean, it's just an emblem. I know what it does, but I mean, I don't know why I got it.
I returned with Oreos.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Not enough space. Okay. I mean, I kind of hate this one. You know what? We're not going to delete it. We'll just shove them in the bank. So that way anybody else who wants them, we can stick them on. Yeah, we'll put that one in there. Put the weird Christmas ones away. We'll stick that one in there. I had 2 of those? How did I end up with 2 of those? That's really weird. Yeah, we'll stick that in there too, because I don't really care for it.
Can a data set ever truly be complete? A transaction to make, Guardian?
Yeah, you have my shit. Any other sky? Let's take a look at it. Looks cool, but I don't think I'm going to be using that on this guy.
Yeah. I mean, it does look cool. If you give it the right shader. I don't like the shader they have on.
I think the default shader looks fine, but it's very militaristic. Ooh, that's ominous looking. I like that.
Guardian, what puzzles do you bear?
The black one? Yeah, I like that.
Well done.
That's very sci-fi. Ooh, actually, I really like the purple and kind of gold and white one. Pure metallic white looks really good as well, like a titanium white.
See, I'm a fan of all white, so.
Ooh.
I hate how the stream's just 10 seconds delayed.
It's usually 2, so that's kind of meh. But
well, I'm on my PlayStation, so.
Yeah. I like this one a lot because it has like the moving texture effect, like the shielding going on.
Oh god, yeah.
I've always liked the New Age Black Armory aesthetic, but I can never find armor that I like it on because all my shit's robes. You know?
I do like that a lot.
Yeah. I like that vehicle, but I'll hold on to it, but I don't see myself riding it. I like the ones where he like rides sitting up more than anything.
This war is a complicated algorithm, to be certain.
The Sparrow you use now just reminds me of like an old like 1930s car.
That's fair. I have one that's like on fire and stuff, but it doesn't really work well with this armor. Okay, so we have walked the line for the gun. So this is the new terminal that they've added, so that way you can get old exotics.
Oh.
So you load it up here, exotic archive. And it has Red War exotics from year 1. It has Forsaken exotics from year 2, and then it has Shadow Keep.
Is it for how much? Like, what's the currency for it? Is it shards or?
Hold on. Sleeper Simulant. It's Ascendant Shards, yeah. The thing that they brought back from Destiny 1. Which is good, though, because you can earn those very easily, or trade them in very easily, if you just play a little bit. And, like, for instance, I never, ever had the chance to use Sleeper Simulant. Like, it was a thing in Destiny 1, never got to use it. Thing in Destiny 2, never got to use it. So now I can just get it, which is nice.
It is kind of cool.
I don't have all the stuff that I would need to get World Line 0. I really like World Line 0 because it's like a really fancy sword and has a lot of really nice skins. But I have another good sword. But I always wanted to get this. I always wanted to get the Legend of Acreus, but it involves running the raid a lot, and I could not, for the life of me, fucking find anybody to. So I might put the time in to get Legend of Acreus because it's pretty decent, because it has such a huge fucking range. So basically you just pull, and you can shoot a guy with a shotgun from across the map. Forsaken Exotics. Oh! This will be good for you, for when you get back in. The Forsaken Exotics, the Monarch. So you can just get the exotic bow. And it doesn't seem like it's been sunsetted at all, so you're able to use this still without having it be, like, damage capped. Oh, you can also get the fucking bikes and shit. Like the exotic bikes that were sunsetted. Teraba. I might need to work to get that, because Teraba's pretty good, I hear. I never did get the Anarchy Grenade Launcher, which is really weird. It's, it behaves very strangely. I never did get Lumina. This is the other gun that I think you'd like, where it's like the Anti-Thorn. It is a hand cannon that if you shoot in a certain way, it will heal your allies. Or, like, it says here, refills their magazines and stuff. Shadowkeep exotics. I had almost all the Shadowkeep exotics. Look at that. The only ones I didn't get were the Fourth Horseman and Heir Apparent. That was because Fourth Horseman's was a pain in the ass to get.
If you already had it once, do you still have to use? Oh, yeah, you do. Okay.
What do you mean?
Nothing. I answered my own question by looking up.
Like, if you already had the exotic, can you redeem it again?
Yeah, like, do you have to spend shards to get it? The answer is yes.
The answer is no.
Yeah. No,
I'm looking at my exotic collection right here. It only requires legendary shards, gunsmith materials, and glimmer.
That's what I mean, though. You still have to buy it. I didn't know if it was like if you had it in the past, you can just go want to bring it out or not.
Yeah, no, like you still have to buy.
Rat King's best gun.
Well, if you have Rat King, you don't have to rebuy it because it's in your inventory right now.
I know. What's his face in the chat said Rat King.
Oh yeah, Noid coins are important. That is not incorrect. The one I want them to bring back is Jotun. But I don't know if you can still get Jotun other ways. Because if you can still get Jotun in-game, like, I might have to just try and get Jotun. Oh, wait, no, it's right here. Okay, cool. So I can get Jotun. I can just buy Jotun. Because it's basically just a fusion rifle that's just a big fist, and then you shoot, and it tracks the enemy. It's really busted in PvP. I could actually buy it right now. Because I do have an exotic cipher. Basically, the way that you have to buy them is you have to acquire ciphers, but you can find ciphers by just playing, and they give you shit as well. Okay, you can also buy the legacy gear, in case you hadn't gotten it. So I don't actually have to do the Crucible missions anymore. I can just buy Luna's Howl. But they do come with the caveat of being at maxed power. So that does mean that you can't really use them outside of, say, Crucible. Which is fair. Luna's Howl is an extremely good gun, but you still have to be really good with a hand cannon in order to be able to use it well. So it doesn't, like, resolve the problem. I'm surprised at how many of these that I actually had, honestly. Like, getting Revoker was a pain in the ass. Recluse wasn't as bad, but getting the Mountaintop fucking sucked. Same with Redrix's Broadsword. I don't quite get why they're sunsetting them, but eh. It's interesting, though, that, like, the exotics that they're giving, one of them includes a bike. but not necessarily the ships, which leads me to believe the ships are still in rotation for items, so you can still get them. That reminds me, I forgot to look at something earlier. We're going to go into our collections. The Noid coins exist purely because Twitch make them exist. I have no intent to really strongly enforce using them. I might give them a purpose one day. But they're not a focus. Let's take a look at the armor and see here, because we should be able to look at any sort of, like, Titan stuff. Cinder Pinion suit.
I am craving a shower.
That's fair.
So I'm probably gonna go shower, because you're probably gonna stop streaming here in a little bit, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop in like a moment or two. That's a really basic suit.
I'm gonna go take a shower.
Yeah, you go do that.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Calamity Rig suit's basically the same thing as the Cinder Pinion. These are all like sunsetted. According to the light on them. Oh, because you can't get them anymore. Right. Because these places don't exist. Well, some of them do, but, you know. Okay, so that's the Titan Cryo gear. I'm not going to look at it because you can see it from these icons, basically. Factions. Wild Hunt suit. I was going to say, there's got to be new raid stuff that's already been released, right? Let's look at the raid gear. Legacy's Oath Helm. Alright, I'm digging it. Ooh. Okay, so the Titans get some hollow shit. that looks really silly. Kinda don't hate that though. Okay. I'm wondering about the effect. Oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah, I dig that. I was hoping that it would change the hologram color a little bit, but that's fine. Also, that is a good Noid flip around there. I approve. Universal ornaments. Do we have any new ones that are on here? Okay, so we can't take a look at the Titan stuff. You know what? I dig it. Big stupid head crest. Very good. I don't like that it throws us back every single time. That's a bit annoying. Giant stupid pauldrons. I'm sorry, whales? So the Titan one's gonna be basically just you become a space marine. It's a literal forbidden set, yeah? And then we have the steeplechase set. I mean, a lot of these cosmetics have been added gradually over years. Oh, shit. Okay. So this is some Cabal stuff. Yeah, okay. I'm digging this. This is themed after the Cabal. So I'm wondering if the other classes are going to get ones themed after the other races as well. And then the vernal stuff is seasonal holiday things. Nothing for competitive. Gambit is Gambit. Okay, don't really care about the Cryostine. We've all seen what those looks like, or the people that have seen it and care about it will know what it looks like. Factions, nothing really. Well, the Wild Hunt set, but meh. Endgame. Alright, let's take a look at the raid stuff for hunters. This like dialogue of you talking about languages is very good. I always approve. You know what? I'm really digging this set of raid gear for all of the new stuff. I might actually try and get a raid going at some point if possible. Legacy's Oath grips. Yeah, like see this is good. I like this a lot. I don't like that it keeps going back, so I have to keep going back as well. It's like that chess piece. Solid. Your entire humor is language comedy? He's big on the lingo, yeah. Okay, that cloak is not the greatest. I don't think I'd wear that. What's in the universal ornaments for it? Forbidden Visage set and Steeplechase set. Okay, so Steeplechase is just going to be a thing for all of them. I guess we're just going to be getting a Cabal set, which I'm fine with. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Oh, I'm excited to see what the Warlock one looks like. Yeah, I'm digging that armor a lot, actually. Yeah, that's really strong. That's incredibly strong. Please don't make me have to buy these cosmetics. I don't want to have to buy them. A big shoulder pauldron is rare for hunter characters, so that's actually kind of neat. A lot of the hunter stuff this time around seems to be like really armored, which is not something you usually get. That is extremely cyberpunk too. That's a bit lighter. I don't hate any of these like different ornaments that you have as cosmetics for this stuff, but I don't like that, but it feels very Star Wars. That feels just extremely Star Warsy. All right, let's see what's going on with my guy. We've already seen this one. So we need to take a look at the Steeplechase armor.
That's enough.
Yeah, see, I like that. That's extremely strong. The second that you give me glowing energy and bone armor, I'm kind of here for that.
I need to know the specs before we can fill that order.
All right, what's the rest looking like? Right, we're still looking the wrong one because it rotates us back every time like an idiot. Noid, I'm confused. I mean, man, I don't know how to help you with that. Yo, okay, I'm so into this new armor. Fuck, I keep clicking on the wrong one. It needs to just not reset. I mean, Fortnite is like the English, so I would say Fortnite, personally. Yo! Oh my god, look at that. Oh, that's extremely good. Wow. Alright. I've got new ornaments that I'm gonna need to focus in on, huh? It's like, I'll give up my pretty fancy armor for bone armor any day. Especially when it's trimmed with gold and stuff anyhow. Man, that's really strong. That looks extremely good. What do we have for ghosts? Digital Cortex. Nah. I will run through the Discord discussion later, but right now it's not my biggest concern. Halcyon shell. Oh my god. That is fantastic.
That's enough.
We've seen Hard Light. Atlas is... eh. No Love Lost. Eh. Hoverdrift Shell. Eh. Bit Crushed Shell. Oh my Christ. Minecraft. Here it comes.
I'm scared to look at the news these days.
Last Flight Home. Eh. Oh good, this menu does it too, huh? Halcyon Corvette. What are these?
Good to have you on the team.
We've seen Star Devil, I just remembered. Heavenly Lance? Eh. I'm not super here for a lot of these, to be honest. Atlas Hauler? That's pretty good.
I hear you're pretty good at the job.
I'm scared to look at
So we had another sky. Firecrest looks like... Okay, I'm into Firecrest. I could get behind getting that vehicle. I can slap my effect on it too, so that's nice. Star Devil Racer. Eh. 10 Grasp Sword. Eh. Hard Light Cycle. Eh. Atlas Runner. Eh. Halcyon Visage. Eh. Looks like a Power Rangers bike. Bump and Run. Meh. Retro Causality. I like it, but it's also kind of just like a bit plain, I think. A lot of these don't do it for me. I like some of the crazier stuff that we got in like other things previously. Like, I never did get the Lantern Shell, but like that's pretty wild. I would have really appreciated being able to get that. But Trials of Osiris fucking sucks. Okay, well, that was the last little bit of Destiny. This recording file has been absolutely massive. So there is that. But yeah. I'm gonna end now so I can get ready for work. See ya.